That's good timing because the fucking song ended right when the hype train did.
Oh, baller. Hey, who's your bot who forgot what it was gonna say for the intro? It's me. It's September. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm here with Katie.
Yo.
We're gonna play more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers.
Mm-hmm.
The second Arcade Spirits game. If you'll remember last time, Iris, the terrifyingly competent artificial intelligence that is banned in all 50 U.S. states, has led us to a laundromat in order to join a pro gaming league.
We just got to clean up our act.
We just got to clean up our act. Thank you. That was the correct thing to say.
So thank you to Andy and the Xenon Fiber System for each 60 months of support. That's 5 years
and
something. Wait, what is 5 years? Yes, that's correct. That is 5 years.
Yeah, it's the 5-year anniversary.
The 5-year anniversary, and like those are from like right when we started. So as soon as we hit affiliate, so yeah, we've been affiliates for 5 years now.
We've been doing this a while.
All right, let's see what we.
Freya also gifted Wandering Beekeeper.
Oh yes, so thank you for that as well. Let's
get into it.
Let's do the thing.
What's Corpse Keeper? Oh, that's that thing. That's that turn-based zombie murder thing.
Yes, looks cute.
Oh no, that's not what I thought it was.
Oh, well, this is kind of a beat 'em up.
Yeah,
thing, and it looks cute. All right, let's see. Currently streaming Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Here we go.
Nice.
One sec, I'm gonna grab that soda we got the other day.
Okay. The caramel apple cream soda.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just gonna hang out. I guess I can talk a little bit about what happened last week. So, we did get, like I said, we did get sent to the laundromat, which is called Good Clean Fun, to join the esports team that sort of makes its home there. There are a bunch of filthy casuals just like us. And, well, we're not filthy casuals. We just play hit multi-lane Fighter Fist of Discomfort 2 from our home as opposed to an arcade where there's less community. And so we met Harmony. Harmony is sort of their coach or manager. They're a announcer for their games, basically. They shoutcast. Hi, Al. We're not filthy casuals. We're moderately hygienic casuals. That's true.
All right, let's.
Then we met. Who was after that? Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Grace built Iris, or led the team that built Iris.
Yeah.
And has some thoughts about that.
Mm-hmm.
We're worried. She loves RPGs. And has built a small PC out of a Game Boy so that she can play RPGs all the time. We talked to Ben and Matt. They're back. They're still back and forth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We met another person. Who was it? Zapper. The one that's you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so...
who might have hit on us?
Quite a lot.
It's hard to tell. Either she hit on us or she's that way with everyone. It sort of feels like the second one, but we can hope for the first one.
Oh, I mean, her being me, I can say that there have been times in my life I've been like that with anyone, but the way she did it felt like how I do when I'm attracted to someone, or used to, really. Now I'm kind of quiet and introverted. All right, we've got... Someone's playing a driving game. There's a... Go ahead.
Oh, there's a guy playing a bullet hell shooter game here. Or a guy in a hoodie is intensely playing the prize catcher game.
Mm-hmm.
I think I chose the last one, so you go ahead.
I'm interested in this guy playing the prize catcher game because I've worked with prize catcher games, and wow, they are so complicated and so very rigged. There's actual switches that you can flip to make it so people can't win except for until at least there's like 200 losses. this is a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Curiously enough, the man not only isn't playing FOD 2, he's not really playing a game, more of a toy for kiddies who don't understand physics and probability. We are awful at times.
We can we talk about that just a little bit? We kind of suck a lot. We kind of suck a bit.
I mean, pro gamer.
We're a pro gamer, so that is part of it. And we're specifically a quite competitive pro gamer.
I'm still waiting for the drop that it's all kayfabed.
Mm-hmm. I wanna point out Bro's like Finn Balor neck thing.
Got the hanky going on.
Yeah, with the sort of teeth iconography.
He's got a fanny pack that he set up like a chest harness.
Oh yeah, that is a fanny pack, isn't it? With a little bear
and
charm
it's
on
got
it.
a bear coin purse on it.
That's so cute, and I think that's what we need right now.
Yes.
Is more cute things.
Mm-hmm. As I walk up to him, he's busy moving the blepomatic prize screen back and forth.
Skate. As I skate up to him because we've decided that Bunwee wears roller skates everywhere.
I am not going to remember that.
It's fine.
Lining up just right over a dragon doll. And contrary to expectation, when the crane dips down and pulls back up, it's managed to snag the dragon by the tail with precision. With a smirk, he pulls his prize from the retrieval chute, but then opens the game up with a key turned in its lock, puts the toy back in the pile, and seals up the game tightly afterwards. He's trying to make sure that it has remained fair, while also honing his skills. And then he's back at it, moving the crane for a second try at the prize he literally just won. I am confusion incarnate. Fortunately, he seems to notice me staring at him in utter bewilderment and isn't offended in the slightest. Probably.
Catch and release, yes?
But
It's good to stay in practice. Keep the skills sharp. But no need to deprive a young one of a toy they might enjoy in the process. So the owners gave me the key to the machine, allowing me to put my catches back in there. It's only fair.
Okay.
I assumed he worked here.
Suppose I could just pick the lock, but I felt it best to get the approval of the local lords before pretending to pilfer their hoard.
I am filled with questions.
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies.
I love Thin
Everybody's perfect, but it's really true this time. You went to Thin Lizzy, I was too mad about you.
But in this case, ask away. I'm game to play if you are.
Let's start with names. What's yours?
Call me Loxley. More of a non.
Yeah, I figured with the green clothes and the blonde hair, he'd be Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Than any other title.
And the some kind of British accent?
Nom de jus, certainly.
How may I be of assistance on this fine day?
Did you hear that part where I said nom de jus?
I didn't understand it.
Because jus means game in French.
Oh, that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
So, my name's Benui, and Rhapsody said I could join your FOD 2 team. I already know you're not exactly a ladder grinding championship team, but I mean, I'm here, so I'm willing to give it a go.
Ah, I see. Very well. If Rhapsody accepts you, then I can accept you as well, Benui. Welcome, welcome.
Benui, I like that.
By your side I shall stand gainst any foe what should challenge thee. You've mine word on that, at risk of overdoing the king's English. Although, from your phrasing, it seems we aren't what you were expecting.
Not really, no. I asked my new Iris app to find me a team interested in the Pro Tour for me to sign the dotted line with. Instead, she sent me to a laundromat. But this brightens him so brightly he could outshine the sun.
Oh god. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Ah, Lady Iris, good day to you, good day. I'm familiar with your sisters. One assists me daily in my endeavors.
Hello, I'm Iris. I'm afraid I'm Benui's freshly installed copy, so I haven't met your Iris yet.
Welcome both of you to Team GCF. Not a very exciting name, but that's what we have at the moment. Our humble abode is also yours to enjoy. Please feel free to kick back and enjoy the arcade as we do.
Loxley winks at me before going back to his beloved crane game. He slips a token in and outstretches his hand to me.
Now then, would you like a crane game prize? I've not completed my practice for the day. I'd be happy to retrieve one in your honor.
I'm not buying this guy at all.
No?
No.
He seems so nice. He puts the toys back.
He probably is nice because I know how these games are written.
Sure, but I understand why you are. So the fucking Milady crowd of the 2010s really fucking wrecked it for anyone trying to express themselves in this particular way.
Mm-hmm. A cheap Malaysian knockoff Beanie Baby as a token of honor?
I suppose in this particular case, the sentiment is a fair portion of the honor rather than the stuffed toy itself. Aside from FOD2, I specialize in prize games, you see. Alley rollers, crane games, light stackers, things of that nature.
So...
I'm a ticketsman.
I'm not Canadian, or I'm not.
You are
Canadian.
Canadian.
I'm Canadian, I'm not British. I tried to say both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you've actually nailed this accent first try.
Thank you. I tried. And when skill alone is not enough when the games are rigged in favor of greedy arcade owners.
Glare.
Well, I always carry a few tools of the trade, as it were, to tilt the odds towards justice.
Yep, he fixes the fucking switches.
Justice prevails.
I'm proud to say I've been banned from no fewer than 8 arcades in this city alone.
Yeah, sticking to those bastards who rip off kids with cheapo prizes and rigged games.
I wouldn't do that. You can end up in arcade jail for arcade crimes. Or tools of the trade. What sort exactly? You did mention lockpicks.
I'm curious about how much research that the writers did into how this works.
I like the top
I do
answer
too.
very much, but I do want to know more about the lockpicks. I've set myself.
Okay, how deep do these crimes go exactly? Crimes. Are we talking blowtorches, stun guns, climbing hooks, smoke bombs, things like that?
It's best if you don't know the specifics, Benui. But I fear it's far less dramatic than that. For example, I have a portable rig with a miniature camera and computing device for light stacker games.
Nice.
Set that down next to the controls and nobody's the wiser that the button's being pushed with inhuman precision.
Just got a little mechanical arm that reaches out and goes,
Whoop.
I'm worried that someone could successfully flirt with me by winning me a stuffed dragon. You know?
Someone could absolutely successfully flirt with me by winning me a stuffed dragon. I always manage to slip away with an armload of plush goods, even from arcades which seek my capture. Not that I keep the prizes for myself, of course. The spoils of my raids are always donated to various shelters and children's charities.
That's some good karma right there. I'm a white person using the word karma incorrectly. No, I suppose that is technically correct. I'm just so used to white people not knowing what karma is.
Mm.
And I'm looking at my character, and she's definitely a white person.
Yeah. Indeed, but there's more to it than a desire to turn frowns upside down.
Loxley ponders how to phrase this, what wording he wants to use.
It's a matter of... A matter of fair play. Prize games run contrary to the concept of fair play. They are invariably tilted against the player and mask the unfairness behind glitz and glamour. I am a firm believer in fairness and justice.
Justice!
Too much in this world hinges on injustice. injustice to keep the wheels greased and turning. But I suppose you're not here for my rants about the ills of society. You're here to win.
No, keep talking about the ills of society. I'm digging it.
We talk about that a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. You're clearly passionate about this.
Fuck that answer.
I tend to keep politics out of my gaming.
Yeah.
I'm very logical, you see. Ick. Is there a scene for competitive prize ticket game?
I mean, I feel like this character would go to this.
Yeah, but we both, said the thing at the top.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind a little ranting. It's clear that you're really passionate about the idea of fair play.
Indeed. If you truly understand the concept, it's not simply about no advantages, it's about equal footing. In addition, many are blind to their own advantages, seeing themselves as being on equal footing when, in reality, they've had a leg up all their lives. My philosophy extends beyond merely rigged, carny scam games, but fairness within society itself, if you'll pardon my ranting, of course.
Consider it pardoned.
Excellent.
Excellent!
Yeah.
So you practice crane catches all day. I thought for just a split second about doing this conversation in Wario voice, and I don't think I could do it. So you practice crane catches all day when not fleeing from the long arm of the arcade law.
Well, there's also FOD 2, if that's what you're wondering. None of us playing it today, true, but we do play. And I have my own affairs to tend to.
Fuck, he just turned into the Green Arrow.
I'm afraid I don't spend nearly as many hours in GCF as the others. I have failed this arcade. But I promise you, should your dream be one of glory, I will do my best to support it in the time available to me.
The option of I tend to keep politics out of my gaming makes me think there's a path that ends with you getting banned from competitive play for using a gamer word on the hotline. Oh
Ick.
no.
Ick.
Uh-huh.
Ick, gross, no. You have my word, friend.
I feel the burning need to bow back to him in return. Some sweeping, courtly gesture.
Well, I'd best busy myself for the time being.
Fare thee well.
I hope to see more of you, Bunway. Be well.
With introductions completed, he returns to his prize game, targeting that dinosaur for yet another catch. Well, that certainly was...
Interesting. He's eccentric, sure, but his heart seems to be in the right place, and that counts for a lot. Or bizarre. Not sure what to make of this Ren Fair reject exactly, but whatever. Can I talk about how much I dislike the fact that there's a negative response button in there? That's even part of the UI? Because none of these people are written to be immediately dislikable. Maybe they'll grind against you in one way or another, but not to the point of nah, fuck them. And it's really weird to me that is, or maybe that's something that's more reflecting on us, that we're sort of shitty, like we were saying. Anyway, sorry.
That's how I was thinking of it.
He's quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
I mean, he's the kind of guy that I would befriend and keep a very close eye on.
Okay.
He's into flamboyantly gentlemanly gestures, to be certain. Strangely endearing, though. I don't mind quirky folks in my life, particularly ones as friendly as Loxley. We should get along just fine. Okay, to whomst do I want to talk next? Alright, we got driving game.
And bullet hell.
Danmaku!
Right, Danmaku. Not Dakimakura, like I keep fucking saying. Those are two very different things.
Yes. Be such interesting writing if your character does actually have to learn to be less of an asshole. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that's the thing.
I kind of think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave it alone, but I see that sort of as something that could take shape.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with Domino.
All right. No one can stop Mr. Domino.
I spot a young man intently focused on playing what looks like Space Invaders Crank to 11. I'm sorry, this is you.
Oh yes, it is. I can't even begin to visually parse the chaos of his game. I think there's a spaceship somewhere, but all I see are glowing projectiles flooding the screen. Oh no, my character is also dyslexic.
Oh no.
Somehow, the game isn't immediately ending, so I presume he's managing to dodge each and every bullet. No, I am the bullet. And finally, a golden fireball fills the screen. His luck runs out at last. With a long and ragged sigh, he steps away from the controls.
The inevitability of a game over. Some days you get the radioactive mutant space bear, and some days the radioactive mutant space bear gets you, I suppose. But in the end, it's always the bear.
I keep telling people. Shaking it off, he pulls up the corners of his mouth into a smile and engages friendly conversation.
Newcomer to GCF? This multicade's got more than just shmups. There's retro classics
God, I'm
and stuff
gonna have
too.
to do a fucking someone show impression.
You want. I'm done for now.
Well, it's not a thick accent.
No.
Name's Domino. I lurk around this place when I'm not doing anything else of importance, which is most of the time.
I think my favorite Sungwon Cho video is the one where he demonstrates the difference between... Yes, it is ProZD. Demonstrates the difference between the jobs he gets for his voice versus his face.
Oh, yeah. It's like, voice is like, hey, I'm sitting here doing anime and stuff for...
You shall die! You shall fall before me!
Yeah. My favorite Sungwon Cho is the guy with the knife. He goes, 2 can play at that game. Holds up, like, a chessboard. 3 can play at this game. And he holds up another board game. 4 can play at this game. 5 can play at this game. Thanks for tuning in to Scary Knife Man's Board Game.
Let me know if you need anything. If you're lucky, maybe I can actually provide it.
Good to meet you. Name's Benui. I'm going around making introductions. I'm joining Team GCF. Rhapsody said I should come by and say howdy.
How exactly does one join an organization that barely exists? I've never heard of someone walking up and saying, hi, can I join your circle of friends? Even if it'd be nice if people actually did that, this world could use more kindness, like as a whole.
I get that this is a pretty casual team, and I'm hoping to make a run for the Pro Tour. Not a great match, but that's okay. I'm here now, so I figured the least I can do is take a shot at it, right?
Don't know about that.
That's the literal opposite of the least you could do. The least you can do is lie down and never get up again. I'm gonna try that again.
You looked up and saw
I
its
looked
face.
up and saw the face. I was focusing on the text difference and was like, that's weird, that looks smaller. Is it smaller? And then I looked up. I'm gonna start again from the beginning of the line. The least you can do is lie down and never get up again, right?
You know how I got these scars. There's something a bit creepy in his tone. Yes, his tone, that's it. When he says it. Like he's trying to sound like he's joking when he really isn't. He looks me over once, top to bottom.
Hey.
Anyway, welcome to the fold. We've got pizza, we've got laundry pods. Please, for the love of God, do not mix the two up when choosing your food sources. You need anything, you call up your buddy Domino. Just don't call Domino's TM unless you want pizza. Although Ben and Matt make a damn good slice, truth be told.
Gotta be better than the Domino's here since the close one closed.
Yeah, the closest one, Domino's to us now is the one that's inside the gas station that fucks up our order literally every time.
Yep.
So we don't go there anymore.
Yeah. We had one close by, but it got shut down and turned into a Pizza Hut. That's not a joke, that's really just what happened.
Yeah. Capitalism's terrifying. So what's your deal, besides Fist of Discomfort 2, I mean?
I need a deal aside from FOD 2. Yes, have a personality, please.
Life's not a YA novel. You're allowed to have more than one character attribute, yeah?
I've got a burning aura of confidence, if that helps.
A useful trait, to be sure, but I meant your passions. Or is it really just FOD2 all day, every day? Eat, breathe, sleep, FOD2. What can I say? FOD2 is my chosen lifestyle. Romantic candlelit dinners and long walks by the sea. Oh, I'm also an avid PC gamer. I love computers.
OMG.
I'm very into science these days.
So I want to say this just to find out if it's going to be written sarcastically.
It's the funny option, so presumably.
Oh, definitely. I also enjoy soaking in a bubble bath with a romance novel, long walk by the ocean, surf, fine wine, and candlelight.
I think you're joking, but all those things do sound very nice. I've never been much of a romantic due to being very unsuccessful at romance. I inevitably rub people the wrong way, and you can interpret that literally or metaphorically. But nothing wrong with niceties, in theory. In practice, matters get iffy, but in theory, I'm in favor. Life's not like a greeting card photo, but it'd be nice to imagine it being that way, yeah? All peaceful and earnest and sincere. Lovely. Must be nice having aspirations and ambitions.
I think he has depression.
I think maybe Domino might have some depression.
He spares a glance to the arcade cabinet, which is silently running a demo of the ridiculous...
I'm sorry,
ridiculously over-the-top space shooting game he was playing.
should we run down the CW list again? Is that a thing we should do?
If you wanna.
I think we probably won't get into it here. We could probably wait a thing, but if you'll remind me, I can put it on a trigger so that we can just put it up.
I will try to remind you.
I'll also try and remember on my own.
You ever wonder what it's like?
If you do wish to see the content warnings that the developer and publisher have provided for this game, they're at arcadespirits.com/CW, I think. Yes.
What's like?
To be in space,
Yes?
flying at unbearable speeds, surrounded by nothing but void and enemies, closing in on all sides. Probably one of the most terrifying experiences ever. Like being an early Russian cosmonaut, desperately holding on as your ship shakes apart around you.
Thank you,
I
Freya.
think that's why I love bullet hell shmups. They're nightmares. Pure nightmares.
Often with anime girls.
But you can safely engage with that nightmare. Explore it. It's just a game, after all. It can't really hurt you.
He plays Don Maku for the same reasons that people play horror games.
And every time you explode, a silent, white-hot ball in the vacuum of space, you have another chance to try again. I've gotten very, very good at exploding. And not exploding. It's all muscle memory by now.
I'll admit I'm not familiar with a shmup. What's that? Is everything okay? Your game seems anxiety-inducing. Or played it so often you could do this in your sleep, eh?
I think we should go with that one.
It's
the least intrusive of the answers.
I think just asking what a shmup is isn't necessarily intrusive.
No, but then he'd feel like he has to explain it.
Yeah. Let's go with the basic then. Shmup is short for shoot them up.
Yep. I get that. Sometimes I sleepwalk through FOD 2 matches. You get so good at a game that you barely need to be conscious. I bet you could just stay in bed all day with a controller and blaze through one of these things. ...
Gotta get moving eventually, though. Get up and out of bed and moving.
I don't think he liked that answer.
Never mind.
I think that pun put him off balance, but not sure why exactly. Still, he shakes it off quickly enough. He lets out a brief yawn, defocusing his eyes for a moment.
Sorry, a long night. Overslept too. I'm not quite at my best. I'll give you a properly enthusiastic greeting, maybe with streamers and confetti next time. Rain check okay with you?
Sounds good here. He offers me a quick salute.
Be seeing you.
Welcome to our glorious mess. Until next time.
He steps away from the arcade machine to head out to the laundromat and maybe lie down a bit. Can't imagine the tumble dryers being conducive to rest, though.
He seems like a fun kind of guy. A little off kilter, but so what? He could be entertaining to hang out with. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. Like he might snap at any moment. I should just keep my distance, which is a really shitty thing to say about a person who's like, obviously having some struggles in their life. You piece of shit. I just feel like this overwhelming urge to hug him and make it all better for some reason.
I want to hit this one.
So here's the thing about it is that I also like Domino as a dateable option, but not for this response. This response kind of like, it has big I can fix him energy, and I dislike that.
Yeah, that's very true. On the other hand, we can just like pretend we said something else.
That's true.
I like fellow arcade Danmaku. Want date.
Are you okay?
I did it.
Okay.
I did it.
You did it.
That's what we really said.
You're right. Yeah, I know.
I think I'll keep a close eye on him, romantic, as I get to know this.
I'm sorry, that caught me out of nowhere.
It's probably a bit shallow of me to admit it, but he's kind of cute too. I can't deny that. Okay, whomst do I want to speaketh to the next? Well, we only got one option. This cat.
Someone playing a driving game in the corner.
This cat is driving the car.
Holy shit, is it Toonches? Is Toonches the driving cat from Saturday Night Live in the 70s? A dateable option in Arcade Spirits, the new challengers? Because that's fucking nothing.
A woman in black drifts sharply around the turn after turn in Fast Cars 7, navigating her virtual car 7 effortlessly down a winding mountain road. I should probably wait for her to finish up before approaching. No need to be weird about this. So I'm content to watch out the corner of my eye as she closes in on the end of the race, coming up hard and fast on a rival driver. On a rival rival.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it. I was going to have to if you didn't.
I wonder if the other cars are online players or just AI chumps. Are there any online-ready arcade games other than FOD2? There's so little I know about this stuff. Yes. Yes, there are.
So FOD2 is the second one, which means that there's definitely been a first one.
Yep.
So, I don't know where you're at there.
The whole cabinet resembles a simplified driver's seat, with steering wheel and gear shift and pedals and so on. I know diehard PC gamers who love race cars have similar gear. But one thing strikes me as unusual. She isn't using the pedals. There's some sort of makeshift knob and lever system attached to the wheel, which indirectly pushes on the pedals. Is that normal for arcade games? Before I can ponder it further, her car slides sideways across the finish line. First place. Fireworks, confetti, cheering, and she ignores it all. With her game complete, I approach while she climbs out of the seat. and fetches her walking cane, leaning heavily on it as she pulls herself up to a standing position with great effort. Her metal knee braces creak as she does so. Instinctively, I want to step up and offer to help her, but she's on her feet before I can do so. Don't do that unless someone is in serious trouble. Don't do that. Our character is not great. She then turns to face me, shifting the disability assist walking cane from hand to hand as she shifts her weight.
You want next? I've been standing there a while.
Don't say something wrong.
Okay.
So,
This is... I'm sorry, you speak.
oh, I hate this. This is... Okay, so I'm assuming that the writer is able-bodied. This is the shit that actually will... you can't do the thing ironically, you're doing the thing. Alright, let's keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I do actually
good.
like that option is there.
No good answer.
Okay, this is still doing the thing, but I do like that there is stuff here to support it. I'm gonna try to remain positive about this. If the whole list hadn't been this, I think I would have gone, okay, this is fine. But then I saw that they were all this, and this actually is making me mad again. Oh, might as well pick the worst option, which is one of these.
Say something so monumentally wrong the results are visible from space. Remain absolutely silent.
Alright. So one of these is gonna be far worse than the other, and I have no idea which.
So, like, in the CWs, it does say that it tackles the idea of ableism.
But
No. You're right, that was a useless thing to bring up.
Can't do it ironically without just doing it. We're just gonna hit remain absolutely silent because, just staring silently is pretty fucking horrible. So we're gonna just see the worst this can be. Let's see what you got for me. Right, the perfect solution to this quandary. Don't say anything at all. It's foolproof. Just stand here staring at her, saying nothing. Not a thing. Stand here and stare without saying a word. Oh god, this is actually worse, isn't it? She sighs deeply, reaching up to rub at her temples before responding.
Syringomyelia.
It's close. Syringina what's it now?
Cysts in the spinal cord. Results in weakness or partial paralysis of the extremities. Varies from person.
They just not voice that first box because no one knew how to pronounce it.
It might have been voiced and we just didn't hear it because it's quite low.
That's possible. If anyone else heard it, let me know.
Weak legs and arms in my case.
Okay, Freya heard it.
Some good days, some bad days. Used to carry an explanation on an index card. Had a stack of them. Would hand one out to anyone who hassled me, then walk away. But figured that was too catty of me. Stopped doing it. Better to just talk it out. You good with talking it out in the open, like adults? Or want to take another run at inserting foot into mouth?
Yes, I'm good with talking. Thank you.
Good.
Call me Jinx. One word, 4 letters.
This is so much quieter than everyone else's.
And you are?
Banui, pleased to meet you, despite my fumble.
Takes more than one fumble to turn me away. Always willing to give benefit of the doubt. Don't worry about it. What brings you to this little arcade? Not much going on here. Most folks come for the laundry or the pizza.
So I talked with Rhapsody about joining your team, and now I'm going around asking for everyone's bio. Considering how I acted just now, you've got every right to tell me to hit the street. She considers tapping her fingers along the handle of her cane.
Joining Team GCF? Really? Why? Not that professional of a team, just a bunch of friends who play FOD2 and stuff.
I know, and that's okay. At this point, I'd be happy to play in any team. I know I can't get where I want to be alone. Wait, I know that could be two different sentences there, huh?
Yeah.
I know I can't get where I want to be alone.
Good feeling on that one. Situation like mine, you need to rely on others more than you want. Just have to accept the facts on the ground in the end. And thinking about it, might be fun to take a pro tour run. No way we could actually make it, but might be fun. Okay, sounds good to me. Find me down here in the arcade more often than the others. Can do some practice scrims in FOD2 whenever you like, provided I'm not racing.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that everyone here has a side hustle. Some games they play as much as FOD2.
Mm-hmm.
She leans against the Fast Car 7 cabinet and taps the gas/brake hand control lever with her cane.
Modified for me, all special like. Friend of Ben and Matt's did it for me. Techie named Naomi.
Hey, we know Naomi.
Hey, that's Bad Road's girlfriend. You can't work the pedals, but arms still have some play. Hand controls take care of everything. A little harder, but I like a challenge. Not just a Fast Car 7, though. Secretly, tweak this cab to run all sorts of racing games. Probably a copyright violation. So what?
Be more than a tweak.
I like to mix up what I drive. It gets boring otherwise.
Does it play Fast Cars 1 through 6 too?
We don't talk about Fast Car 6 anymore.
That's nice of them to modify. Fuck off. This is the only acceptable thing out of these three answers.
I agree with you.
I'm very cautious right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you have the entire Fast Cars oeuvre in there too. I've never played any of them myself.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 on here.
No Fast Car 6?
We don't talk about Fast Car 6. Not anymore.
I'm glad we've at least got a running joke from between the games.
Mm-hmm.
I know, that's what I know, that's what I told her.
Long story, ugly story, struck from the Fast Cars canon, edited out of arcade history for the best. Wasn't a good game anyway.
Yeah, except it did result in, a lot of money changing hands and... Oh wait, this is Driver 3, not Fast Car 6.
Driv 3.
Totally different things.
Driv 3er.
Driv 3er. She pauses, considering me for one quiet moment.
What's your story anyway?
Story?
What moves you? What makes you tick? Why you're so hyped for the Pro Tour that you're willing to trust an unknown team of casuals?
Casual.
If we're going to...
Royston.
I should know you better.
The casuals are on the lawn! Get my shotgun!
Only fair I get to learn more about you. Figure out who I'm dealing with. Sets expectations rather than making assumptions. Makes sense, yeah?
I wouldn't say I exactly know her heart and soul, but I guess she'd offered as much as she wants to. For now. She stands there patiently waiting for me to lay it all out for her. Well...
I've been a hardcore gamer all my life. Going for the Pro Tour is the natural evolution of that. Sitting on your butt playing FOD2 in your bedroom on a keyboard all day is boring. This seems more fun. Look, I'm putting myself on the line here, approaching 6 total strangers. I have no idea how to answer that.
Well, this is the honest answer.
It is the honest answer.
So let's just do the honest answer.
Yeah, I think Banui's actual, position lands somewhere between those two. Yeah. So how about, I've no fucking clue.
If you're asking me to justify my existence, I'm not sure. Oh my god. Can we go to break?
Yeah, well, I was about to ask that. Let's go to break.
Alright, so what's happening here, for those not understanding what I'm talking about. So she's visibly disabled, and she has effectively been relegated into the fairy godmother telling showing our main character what ableism is. This is a really, really awful trope. This is the ableist equivalent of the magical black person. And I understand exactly how this happened, which is the writer came into our chat while we were going through the previous game. And our main complaint, the main thing that we said, was there's way too much ableist language. Everyone's being really down on each other with words that are really fucking hurtful.
I am aware that they received that complaint from other sources as well.
Okay. But now they have overshot it to the point of doing something worse. And I have a feeling this is going to be continuing on through the entire game. Every time she's on screen. Because she doesn't exist to be a person, she exists to be a lesson for able-bodied people. Let's go a little bit further.
Okay. If you're sure. Okay.
You're asking, and yeah, they've moved the lesson over to the other side now. If you're asking me to justify my existence, I'm not sure how to do that. I'm already sticking my neck out asking strangers to let me play with them. Can we just accept that this is weird for all involved and resolve to learn as we go?
That's a bit of a cop-out, but an honest one. I guess we'll figure this out as we go along. Yeah, that's fair.
Jinx shuffles from foot to foot, clearly a bit tired from standing around.
See you later.
Okay, tiring out now. Think I'll go take 5. Good luck with the others. Try to keep your foot out of your mouth. You'll do fine.
Roger, thanks, Jinx. That was awkward. Well, awkward at first. Thankfully, I didn't nuke myself from orbit. You absolutely did. Things smoothed out considerably afterwards. In fact...
Ooh. She seems like a thoughtful person, not quick to rush to judgment on me. I think we'll get along just fine. A bit too cold for my liking, a bit too harsh, just a bit too much in general. That is a fierce woman and a sharp dresser. I'd love to get to know her better.
So, like, this is the thing where you're judging her entirely on her reaction to your shittiness.
Yes, which is itself a very self-centered shit.
And this one as well.
Yeah.
So I guess let's hit this one. If the next interaction with her is uncomfortable, I'm gonna call it.
That's completely fair, and I support and respect this. I do think she is fierce and a sharp dresser, like, also, though.
Okay, I nearly
Okay.
Okay, I bungled that. But in the end, we were just two... Oh my god. Oh my god.
How did you fuck it up?
That quick.
How did you fuck it up that quick?
She knows what she wants and just how to get it. Calculating and cool, fierce yet laid back. A strange combination, but it's working for me. I'm looking forward to getting to know her better.
So that's all of our teammates.
Yep. Spending so long indoors, soaking in the smells of detergent, pepperoni, and brass tokens has been draining, so I decide to step out and get some fresh air. Fresh air and a moment of reflection. Yeah, that's about where I'm at, Al. I'm still a bit confused. The team's barely a team. It's a ragtag bunch of individual friends without any cohesive direction. I left the apartment this morning hoping to live out my dream of being a FOD 2 champion, but that's not a dream they all share with me, right? So why exactly did Iris lead me here? Because you're a horrible person.
Because you're a horrible person, you need to be softened like 80%. 40, maybe.
I think I'm owed some answers by this point. Iris, got a moment?
Beep, beep.
Sure thing. What's up?
I deserve the truth, Iris. Why Team GCF? This just isn't adding up. Help me understand. They'll be great friends, but I still need a team. I'm glad to join their Brady Bunch, but it's not what I asked for. Brady Bunch TM.
This is a better way of saying this. I think that one feels the most least awful.
Yes.
Walk me through the logic here. I asked you to find a professional team for me, one headed towards FOD 2 Pro Tour victory. And you led me to a laundromat where a bunch of friends hang out. It's no slight on them. I think they could be a lot of fun, but this isn't exactly what I asked for, you know? Iris pauses before responding. Tell me, why do you want to win the Pro Tour so bad? What do you mean, why? It's the pinnacle to reach for. It's the Pro Tour Championship. Why wouldn't I want that? Except before this championship existed, you were content to play on an amateur level. It's not about the glory or even your childhood dream, is it? So why? Why do you need this victory so badly? So we can kiss our rival.
Yes. Because I can do it. I can win. So I will.
I can do it 9 times.
I can do it 9 times. Who doesn't want to be the best they can be? I kick ass, you know? May as well keep kicking. Since when is it a bad thing to be a winner?
Oh no. Oh no. No, that's the sea lion answer.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Doesn't want to be the best they can be is what I would jump for?
yeah, that seems like the best one. Everybody's trying to be their best selves, right? To really live up to their potential. That's me. I'm being my best self. It makes me happy to reach for the gold and see it through. It's a good thing. Why shouldn't I have confidence in myself? It's not about wanting to win a game, it's about why you want to win, the truth behind the dream. And I'm sorry to say, I calculated your truth from your own words posted to social media. Just so you realize I'm not making this up, let me quote some of these back at you.
Oh, this is going to be terrible, huh?
Yep. The words are in her voice, but I'm definitely the one who wrote them as she echoes these short messages back to me.
No good answer. I can't believe I wasted all day practicing and then lost that invitational. What was the point? One more day of converting calories into leader points. I swear this will be worth it in the end. I still remember how proud they were when I came home with that trophy. It felt so good when I came home. Okay, you miserable little piece of boop. If you think you're such hot boop, then 1v1 me. I don't want us to be that last person.
Uh-huh.
I don't want us to be any of these people, actually.
Uh-huh.
That's what no good answer means, I presume.
Yep. One of these two. This implies neglect.
Yeah. Oh, that's how proud they were when I came home with the trophy.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that implies parental neglect right there.
Oh no.
Oh fuck. You right click, everything disappears.
Yeah. Look at that art.
Some pretty good art.
It's pretty good art. Anyway. Calories, I guess?
I'ma eat some shreddies and shred my competition.
Yes.
Longest running ladder grind in weeks. Days maybe? Hell if I know anymore. It's all a vague blur. Let's hear it for the vague blur. I'm diamond rank again, but that'll reset when the season switches over, and then it's back at it again and again. I am so booping tired. But it's worth it. It has to be worth it. I have to win. If I'm not winning, what's even the point of me? So our character was definitely neglected by her parents.
Hey,
Okay.
Those felt really personal and hurtful.
Uh-huh. That didn't paint a rosy picture of my mental state, did it? I try to speak in my own defense. I'd been awake for 20 hours running when I wrote that. Obviously, I have more going on in my life than just winning all the time. But Iris shakes her head at my words, seeing right through them, and explains.
In your heart, you feel that if you aren't constantly winning, you must be a loser, a fraud, an imposter. This isn't even the only time you talked about it. I could cite more examples if you like. Nearly all of your social media communication is related to your gaming habits. Not your job or family or friends. This is all you have. All you feel you have. You've built up so much of your dream around this game. Around winning this game. That your whole self-worth is tied into it. And I think you see the obvious problem with that. I hope.
I pause, feeling rather attacked when my own phone lays into me. But there's sympathy in her digital voice, not accusation. She doesn't want to call me out. She wants me to call myself out. She literally just called you out.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen if you join the Pro Tour and fail to make it all the way to an ultimate victory?
No, I lost it.
Okay.
How would you react?
I mean, I get it. Logically, only one team wins the Pro Tour, so it's not like I'm betting my entire existence on winning.
Except you are. That's exactly what you're doing. Your self-esteem is on the line. Every day you compete. Wanting to win a video game is fine. It's a good thing. And I'm certainly not arguing against having a dream and making it happen. But it's not healthy to gamble your self-esteem at the same time, tying them both together. Do you dream of winning? Or are you just terrified of losing and feeling pain. I could sense that when I analyzed you. I may be code instead of flesh and blood, but I'm an empathy engine at heart. But I couldn't just say that outright. You wouldn't have believed me. So I had to lead you here. To people who can help you find something more to reach for while also reaching for victory. And you can help them, too. The goal of any Irish should be to help as many people as possible.
She smiles up at me, hopeful that I'll understand her words. For example, Jinx has had to overcome adversity for years, never giving up in the face of a challenge, a lot like you. But her victory is finding her way through life. This is really bad.
How do
Every time they mention her, they do this.
so the line now is all of that other shit was coming out of our main, and our main is clearly kind of a shitty person, and we could, if we wanted to, make the argument that the arc of the game would be that they become a less shitty person. This is Iris doing the bad thing.
Yep. The effectively the almighty god.
Doing the God, they're so brave. And that sucks.
She's an insightful one. I'm sure if the two of you sat down and talked, she could help you with your dream. Now that said, if all you want to be is Benui, destroyer of scrubs, I'm not going to force you down this path. Look how disabled this disabled person is. Yep. The Legend of Benui will be yours to do with as you please. Uninstall me and I'll bother you no further. You have free will. But if you're also Katie Truck, who's desperate to fill the hole in her heart with victories, please consider staying with Team GCF for your own sake. And I'll help you any way I can on this path. Did they specifically pick her out because she was the last person we talked to, or was that just the line?
I do not know that.
Because if it's the second one, that's like tripling down on the shitty.
Yes, it is. I could see it as being the last person you spoke to, but we have no way to test that at the moment.
Yeah. I'll turn myself off now. Give you time to think. If we never speak again, I know that I won't take it personally. Thank you. Out of respect to Iris, I decide to take the question seriously. All day long, I've been focused on it, savoring, wanting this team situation to work out so I could get more of it. Winning. Every story I've ever read tells you to chase your dreams no matter what. That's a noble thing to do, right? And this was my dream. From as far back as I can remember, my wildest dreams were always ones of victory. Sure, I have a job, I pay my taxes, I have friends, usually online. I head out of town to visit my extended family almost every holiday season. But none of that moves me, really gets me out of bed and moves me. No, my dream moves me. And that dream was to keep on being a winner forever. And isn't that enough? Isn't it a good thing to be the very best like no one ever was? I think that's the third time they've used this reference.
I also think it's the third time they use that reference.
Who am I? Who do I really want to be?
Life decision. Today I'm Katie Truck and I don't feel like a winner right now. I'm Benui, and I am a winner. I always will be.
No helping it, she's right. I hadn't really seen things from that perspective before, but she's definitely right. The sickening feeling whenever I lose, whenever I'm a loser. Winning feels better, it feels right. Without it, I feel miserable. Like I'm miserable, a miserable, pathetic little nothing. And I'm not so far gone as to think that's a healthy way to live. If Iris thinks this path can help me, so be it. I owe it to myself to at least try. I tap Iris's icon, not to uninstall it, but to activate it. Okay. Maybe you're right, maybe you aren't. I think I'm not exactly in the best position to see myself in an unbiased fashion, but I'm willing to hear you out. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And for what it's worth, I think you can still try out for the Pro Tour if that's what you want, but be aware of why you want that victory too. If you can find a way to achieve your dream in an emotionally healthy manner, well, that'd be great. And with Team GCF in your corner, I calculate you can do just that. Team GCF needs Katie, and Katie needs Team GCF. With a deep sigh, I try to push most of this aside and focus on the here and now. You can keep calling me Benui, it's my self-chosen name.
You said self-esteem name, and I do like that also.
Yeah, I had to stop myself there. Well, Benui, I think I've given you enough food for thought. See, I was thinking, she's feeling really low, so self-esteem came to mind. Mm-hmm. Now I should let you chew on this for a bit. Iris offline. I'm still not totally sure what to make of this. If my dream is one of victory, but victory is unhealthy, well, what do I do? What now? But as I'm pondering exactly what shape my new dream should take, I hear a voice behind me.
Good to see you.
Hey, got a minute?
Alright, well, here we go.
Is this the make or break? Yeah.
I guess so. And I'm guessing it is the last person you talk to. Because otherwise this would seem really strange.
Yeah.
I have a number of minutes, yes. Jinx pauses to observe me and my somewhat lost expression, soaking it up before continuing.
Was talking with the others. Figure we didn't give you what you were hoping for back there.
Let's do this.
Came to kick some ass in FOD too, right? So let's kick some ass. Show you we're more than a pile of casual randos. Though you seem a bit shook up there. You good? You want to take a walk, think things through, that's fine by me.
My head's still reeling from Iris upending, I don't know, just every preconceived notion I had about myself. Her only preconceived notion, you see, was a pro gamer.
Yeah.
I won't deny FOD 2 helps me clear my head and focus. No, I think I should push a few rounds of FOD 2 first. And maybe think things over. She nods, understanding completely. Need to talk? Oh, it's you.
Need to talk? I'll be around. Practically and literally live here, so not hard to find me. Be waiting inside for you. Take your time.
Hey, she had like 8 speech boxes without it being ableist.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels strange agreeing to go play a game that slam dunked me right into this mess. But if I'm not gonna just walk away from all this, away from gaming in general, I owe it to myself to keep moving forward, if only to see what will happen. Iris didn't tell me to stop playing, so until I can figure out my answers, I guess I'll keep playing. And honestly, I think distracting myself with a little FOD 2 would be nice right about now, win or lose. So with a shrug, I walk into good clean fun, headed for the arcade. By the time I arrive in the arcade, the rest of the crew is already gathered, talking amongst themselves.
Mumble, 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 mumble.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
When I approach, they switch focus to me.
Hey, it's 3 hot ones.
Yep.
And lo, the newbie hath returned. Excellent, let's get the party started. That's gimmick infringement, Zappa. Only I get to use the King's English. But yes, 'tis quite excellent, indeed.
Jinx just offers me a quiet, knowing nod of appreciation, not prone to flowery speeches. Good, they gave her a character trait other than being disabled.
Mm-hmm.
Very abruptly.
Okay, so we decided we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon taking turns playing some Fist of Discomfort 2 in honor of our new friend. We'll take turns beating up online randos, and those not playing can cheer the other ones on. It'll be educational and fun. I've decided Rhapsody just has my voice. And you get first crack at it, of course. So who's your lucky partner for the inaugural match of this afternoon's festivities?
For a moment, I'm speechless.
Hey, Freya's dumping juice in the chat.
All right. I figured it'd be like pulling teeth getting them to play my game, but here they are, ready to welcome me into a fold with some hot ninja fight in action. Thanks, everyone. It'll be nice to show off a little, too. I could use the ego boost. Thankfully, I brought my keyboard from home to play with. I'm not used to the arcade joysticks yet. I may not know much about arcades, but I do know FOD 2 has built-in slide-out trays and USB ports, so you can bring a joystick from home. I tug my keyboard out from my backpack, slot it into place. What backpack?
Right?
And fortunately, the numlock light turns green when I plug it in. It's good to go.
Burger backpack.
Cheeseburger backpack. Aside from the weird looks I'm getting from everyone, as probably the only person on the planet Earth who prefers to play this game with WASD keys. Now then, whom to play with?
Zapper, let's kick some booty. Loxley, we ride for glory. Rhapsody, let's show them what we got. Rhapsody doesn't play. Grace, want to partner up on this one? Domino, ready to march off to war? Jinx, you ready to ride into battle? Is this our partner? I wasn't paying attention.
It's our play partner for this game.
Okay.
It doesn't say life decision or anything up there, so it's probably not terribly important.
Yeah. Just see who we're hanging out with.
Yeah.
Who do you want to hang out with?
I don't know. I'm honestly tempted to say Rhapsody because they don't play.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Rhapsody, strike up the band. We've got a show to put on.
Rhapsody's not hotter than me, but they are hot in very different ways. Let's entertain everyone with some sweet moves. Teach them something they haven't seen before. Oh.
Rhapsody steps up to the joystick. No personal USB controller for them. The default stick and buttons will do the job. But before we can begin, my phone chimes in from the depths of my pocket with a question. Hey, can I ask you a favor? I'm starting as a blank slate here, a default iris. I don't have any real knowledge of how this game you're all obsessed with actually works.
Oh, good.
Wait, she calculated out what team I should join without actually knowing how FOD 2 works in the first place? Weird. I think it'd help if you two played through a match while explaining the basics to me. You're a computer. Can't you just, like, jack into the Matrix TM and instantly know FOD 2 Kung Fu or something? Oh, I could go download the data I'd need to really be great at this game. I mean, computers have been beating humans at games for decades.
You hear that, humans? You're on fucking notice.
You're on blast, humanity! She said with a tiny puff of pride in her voice. But I'm an emotional language interpreter. Hearing things in your own words helps me learn. So if you don't mind, could you give me a quick tutorial? Oh no, they're actually going to help us play the game.
Oh no, it's a minigame.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Right. So, do you know anything about the original Fist of Discomfort before it went to 2-on-2 battle format? Sort of. It's a MOBA, right? Multiplayer online battle arena. Fight down the lanes, destroy the enemy dojo. Okay, so you've got some data. Good. But the game's changed considerably with the sequel. Now it's less about zone control and more of a score attack game. Story of two rival clans vying for control of the legendary Sacred Dojo. They've managed to mock something up that looks like an arcade beat-em-up.
Yeah.
But the sprites look very distinctly Super Nintendo Genesis.
Yeah, they look like Kunio-kuns.
Mm-hmm. One full year, they fought down the Bridge of Destiny until, in winter, they reached their ultimate destination. At that point, the dojo doors opened and allowed in only the most worthy, the most honorable clan. The other was exiled from the lands forever. Such a rich and involving backstory. Don't patronize me. Nah, it's just a goofy way of saying score more points than the other team before time runs out. Each team has 2 players and an unending swarm of ninja minions, or ninjins.
Thank you.
Every stage is one giant kung fu fight scene. Every minion you beat up scores you points. I gotta try and say ninion. Gotta try and say ninion.
Okay.
Each ninion you beat up scores you points. Each time you KO an enemy player, you score points. Your goal is to score points before the game ends. To do that, we have to optimize, counterplay, outthink our opponents. We farm ninjas for gold, but buy weapons and scrolls. Summon more minions, use special moves and cooldowns. Minions, thank you. Whoa, slow down. This is sounding complicated.
Sure, when you figure in your opponent's strategies, how many frames your character takes for each move and other things like that, it's complicated. But you don't have to know the finer points. All you need to know is the simple RPS metagame.
The, what? RPS metagame. Or, wait for it. Rock, paper, scissors!
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Wait, the most complicated esport in the world is just rock, paper, scissors? Basically, everything else is nitty-gritty details. At the heart of it all, there's 4 tactics to pick from. Defending against an aggressor using powerful special abilities, or just directly attacking the enemy and their ninjas. Rock, paper, scissors. Ninions. See, they threw me off by switching it up to ninjas again. I mean, if you look at it closely, the icons are literally a rock, a paper scroll, and 2 swords crossed like scissors. Yeah, it's rock, scroll, swords. The greatest
Do they have
game on earth.
They have like our personality quirk bits next to them.
They sure do.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh. The obvious one is to attack, diving in and fighting with your fists and blades. It interrupts anyone using a special ability, but if they're defending, it won't work. Scissors beats paper, but is beaten by rock. Congratulations, Iris. You have now understood rock, paper, scissors.
It's a curious game. The only winning move is not to play it.
You're getting it, yeah. Defending holds the line against incoming attacks, but gets blown away by the slower activating stronger special abilities. You can't react quickly enough. Specials are big and flashy and awesome and blow away defenders, but a quick aggro attacker can interrupt you. Oh, like when Alice throws the lance through people's chests.
Yeah.
I'm guessing those identity traits you've been analyzing could be a good indicator of how strong you are with each ability, too. Why do you think that?
That's a good question. It does answer why we're seeing those identity traits on screen here. And it does answer what that does for us in a moment-to-moment gameplay style of thing.
Mm-hmm. But there's no explanation of why the 2 things are connected.
No.
No fourth wall to break.
Did I... Probably not.
That would make sense. A very steady person would be excellent at figuring out exactly the right time to use a special. Yep. Gutsy is great for attacking, kindly, can defend well, and quirky. Is probably a jack of all trades. Got it. So all I need to know are those 3 techniques. Well, there's a 4th. A trump card. Your ultimate ability. Each team can only use 1 of those per game. That sounds like a crappy system. Your ult smashes through everything. Everything. And if your opponent tries to ultimate at the same time, yours counters it for huge points. Rhapsody and I'll be taking on another 2 players, trying to predict their attacks, defends, specials, and ultimates, countering with our own. Do that well enough and you win. I see. So really, I just need to know those 4 things, and that's enough to follow the flow of a match. That's the basics. There's also bonus points based on your skill and what season of the year you're in, but we'll go over that as we play. Here, we'll start up a game so we can show you. Rhapsody drops in 2 quarters, 1 for each of us, and fires the online matchmaker to find us a good pair of punching bags to demonstrate our skills on.
Al, this seems unnecessarily complicated is the fucking slogan of all MOBAs goddamn everywhere.
Except in the end, it turns out that it's not really that complex every time. There's just so many lists.
Yeah. It's the buying depth with complexity, right?
Okay, I've played against these particular randos before. It should be a good warm-up for us.
How?
Mr. Come At Me Bro loves to attack. He's not dense enough to do it all the time, but more often than not, he'll be in your face.
No, we've established thoroughly that Banui has not been inside an arcade before. And FOD 2 is crossplay, but how are you knowing that this is a person that you fought before?
I would assume that that it had their names next to it.
Well, I guess, like their gamer tags. That makes sense.
It didn't show that, but that's probably what we're supposed to believe.
So I went and rewatched the Mystic Quest playthrough that I did a couple of months ago, and I kept all the way through that game saying, here's this thing, but they don't really establish it well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that now.
Yep. He's also bad at predicting our moves. I should start by defending, since he's likely to rush right at me. Fight! I don't even know which character I'm supposed to be. I guess we
You're
defend.
the one on the left.
I guess we defend, because that's what they told us to do.
Yeah.
So, Come At Me Bro wants to come at me? Fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Your defend beats their attack. You earn 120 points. Score now 120-0. This does not seem like it's an arcade game.
Okay, does my opponent go for the season bonus?
Wait, seasons? Yeah, we mentioned them like 20 seconds ago. As the game progresses, we move through spring, summer, fall, and winter. There are point bonuses for different actions in different seasons. It's not much, but every point helps, and sometimes it makes opponents predictable if they crave those points. And the enemy in Rhapsody's lane is very predictable. In spring, he likes to attack. In summer, he defends. And in fall, he uses specials. And what season's good for... What's that called? Your ultimate? The ult's a bit different. Our team gets 1 ultimate per game. Rhapsody or I can use it, but once we use it, it's gone. But when we do use it, we win. Period.
It wins that, like, matchup.
It trumps whatever your opponent was trying. And if we counter their ultimate with our own, well, that's practically a game over right there. Oh, so you have to choose when you... How does it... If 2 people cast their ults at the same time, how does it choose which one is used and which is countered?
I think it's the second one to go off would be the countered one, if this were, like, actually a real-time game, the way that they're claiming it is.
Uh-huh. Right, and our opponents will be doing the same. I don't think they'll use their ultimate this early in the game, though. I'd say he's most likely to attack this turn, so Rhapsody would be better off defending. Rhapsody defends!
Rhapsody versus Buy D-Book.
Buy D-Book and Come At Me Bro.
Uh-huh.
That's cute.
Exactly, we're the main character, so we win.
Yep. Your defend beats their attack. You earn 140 points. Score now 260-0. You get the idea now, right, Iris? Back and forth, Rhapsody and I fight these other 2 players, deciding our overall strategy as the year progresses. Okay, I think I get it. Focus on your fight, and let's see you win. Even if winning isn't everything, even if I need to be okay with losing, that doesn't mean I should try to lose. I'll give it all I have. I give it all I have, Yugi.
I'll pull some from tomorrow's.
3 of 8.
So Come At Me Bro likes to attack, but doesn't do it all the time. But it's probably still smartest to defend.
Mm-hmm. So Come At Me Bro wants to come at me.
That's
It's the same dialogue. 400 to 0. Right, so it's Summers. So that's... Was it attack, defend, special?
Yes.
Okay, so that means we've got to use special to beat their defend.
Yes, that is correct.
Stay focused. Don't lose it.
Your special beats their defend. You earn 150 points. Score now 550 to 0. Guess I'll defend again.
I don't see a good reason not to. My brain wants to say ultimate just for the swag, but like...
Alright, we won again. So now it's fall, so they're gonna special, which means we attack.
Yes, to interrupt them.
The ultimate upset!
And now, winter. Winter has come. Here's what we do. In winter, our best shot is to team up, combining our skill bonuses together. But they're going to be doing the same, so it may be harder to predict their moves. The end game is critical.
Okay, so what do we do against these two players?
Knowing these randos, first move, well, anything goes. But Mr. By the Book tries to force special moves out on the very last turn. And they get reckless, less able to counterplay us. Now, let's close this out. I mean, it's the last turn, right?
Yeah.
Both of us have the same idea, spend our one-use ultimate moves. The screen fills with light as both combatants reach for their inner power, but by countering their move, I come out on top.
Haha.
You countered your opponent's ultimate with your own. You earn 200 points. Score is now 970 to 0. So...
For special, so we should attack?
Yes.
I'm on fire. NBA Jam Tournament Edition style.
Okay.
You know Tim Katsura?
Mm-hmm.
He's dead now, but you know Tim Katsura?
You win.
They had to get a Tim Katsura sound-alike for the NBA Jam remake.
Really?
Yeah, for the Wii.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boom, shakalaka.
I want more than just this win, but I'll take it for now.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You want to skip all FOD 2 minigames in the future. This lets you simply decide whether you win or lose instead of having to actually... You know, I didn't enjoy that.
I don't think it's bad, and I think it's fine from a gameplay design perspective as a breakup for all of the dialogue heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't fucking enjoy it, I'm not interested in wading through it.
Okay. It's up to you. You decide how you want to enjoy FOD 2. Do you want to skip minigames or play them? I would rather play Yu-Gi-Oh! Exactly, Freya.
Why can't we have a massive, instead of this, why can't we have a massive fucking platform with a holographic field in between us that summons monsters that don't do the things their card says they do?
Mm-hmm. If you know them, they aren't exactly randos. That's true. That's very true.
What was the one from the last game? Lando Calrissian?
That's from Star Wars.
Rando Calrissian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think skip is...
Yeah.
If you don't want it.
Unless you want to play through them.
I deeply don't.
Okay.
I think it's fine. I think that it's much faster and better for the stream to do it this way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. On with the show. I did not find it enjoyable even through that short thing. With our admittedly pretty pathetic enemies crushed, the rest of Team GCF cheers for our victory.
No, you don't downplay your opponents because when you beat them, it means that you've done nothing. You want to say, hey, you're the biggest, baddest dick on this block, but by God, I'm going to suck it.
My cock can walk right through the door with a feeling so pure. It's got me crying back for more.
I don't know why I said the thing I said.
Feels good. Still feels good to win. I know Iris warned me about the dopamine hit of victory I'd become hooked on, but did she? I don't remember that.
Yeah. You've got some skills and knowledge. Genuinely, I'm impressed.
Nice.
It's been too long since I last played a competitive match, but not gonna lie, it feels good to win.
Thanks, Rhapsody. I know I was a bit pushy about wanting to play FOD 2 earlier and pushy about the Pro Tour. I'm still, sorting through some feelings out about that one. But I'm glad I had a chance to play with you. Okay, who's up next? There's practically a Black Friday sale level of shoving to get to the front as they reach for those joysticks. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm going with it. For another hour, we partner up in various combos. Wow, it really is a short match time, huh? Fighting against online players, swapping tips, having a laugh, getting salty, a little bit of everything.
Oh, haha, guard, turn, parry, stud, spin, haha, thrust.
It's a Looney Tunes
Yes,
reference.
it is a Looney Tunes reference. It's one of my favorite Looney Tunes references, and I'm so glad they made it.
They're like Splatoon matches.
Oh, yeah,
Over in 3 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes, done. Settle down, need help up here in my lane. On my way, my fair... Don't call me that. On my way, Jinx.
We win some. We lose some.
Oh, bullshit. I hate that. No, I have to do it correctly. I'm sorry. Oh, bull boop. I hate the RNG crit damage in this game. A one-hit yank? Hey, it happens. I'll hurl myself into certain death to buy time while you respawn.
And as proof Iris, that was a good line. And as proof Iris may be onto something, the losses don't feel quite as painful. Not this time. Not while fighting at their sides.
I wonder, do you think a Tomokaze aggro build could work? Buy some cheap items and storm them right out of the gate? It works well for Queen Bee of the Four Heavenly Kings. I've seen her run Tomokaze aggro all the time on streams.
We also know Queen Bee.
Yeah. She's one of the 4 kings.
Yep.
She's practically mastered it. If you're interested, you could pick up a few things by watching her.
The atmosphere is completely different from grinding the ladder in my darkened bedroom all by myself. We share in wins and losses. I'd never been to an arcade before this day. Never really saw the point, not when I could play from home. Waste of money on travel and tokens, too socially awkward, not worth the hassle, right? But despite being an arcade newbie, a keyboard warrior, they've accepted me into their fold, and playing alongside them is something else entirely. I could get used to this. I really could. Still, the hour's growing late, and I'm getting hungry again. Pizza twice in a single day only sounds fun. I wind up the curly spiral cord of my keyboard, ready to move out.
Yes.
I hope your keyboard doesn't have a spinal cord.
I hope that your spinal cord isn't curly.
Okay. It's been a blast, but I think I should be heading home. It's getting late.
Nothing wrong with wanting to take a break for self-care. It's important to get some rest so you can take in everything you've learned and bring it back tenfold next time. Don't burn out. Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Hope to see you tomorrow, though. We'll always welcome back here at Banui. It's a promise.
Dinner and sleep for me, definitely. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. A smile parts my lips as I offer them a wave and turn to leave, and immediately get tackled by the Predator.
Yeah, I'm wondering why the music is cut out. I'm afraid.
Only to find my path to the exit blocked. Oh no!
Oh no, it's the bad guy team.
Oh no, it's the guys that you fight in River City Ransom. They're all Kunio-kun.
Why? Why? It's don't do this to me.
This guy literally looks like Kunio.
Don't. Words.
Four cocky-looking people stand, as if part of an ancient phalanx formation, giving the arcade a once-over. What's more, they're all wearing the trademark golden jersey of Team Play to Win, the hottest Fist of Discomfort 2 team in the nation. I recognize them instantly. Who doesn't know the superstars of Team P2W? The team I originally wanted to join, that is, until this afternoon. The beefy one of the bunch, I think his handle is Blitz, looks around, clearly unimpressed with what he sees. Huh. Nice broom closet. Where's the arcade? A woman at his side, yep, that's Divine, I recognize her from her streams, lets out a little snick. That was too hard a voice to do.
Do you want me to do that?
I think we should not have him talk like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have demonstrated.
You okay?
Yeah. Let's let it. She lets out a little snicker and stage whispers to him in response.
So it's 10:13. Before we get into whatever shit we're gonna get into with these four, do we want to take a quick break?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the BRB here in just a moment. Before we do that, we'd like to are the buttons just right there?
Yeah.
Well, I know which ones they are. I will. Yes. Thank you. Before we do that, we wish to take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, and that the lives of people of color matter, that there is a civil rights movement ongoing in this country as Black Americans fight for basic human rights and dignity, the right to equal treatment under the law, the right to feel safe in their homes, schools, and places of worship. We have some links that we would like for you to look at under the Donate Command or organizations that are helping people on the ground right now. The Bail Fund Network, helping to get protesters out of jail. The Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund, getting food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations to Black trans and non-binary people. And the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's organization to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen, as every inch of the country was stolen, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and had white people's faces carved into the side of it with dynamite. Under the Action Command are things that you can do to be of some use right now. These are petitions you can sign, letters you can write to lawmakers, the ACLU Racism and Policing Correspondence course. If you've not seen that, we always recommend to have a look at it. It's just a little 4-week self-led correspondence course about the history of policing in this country and why it didn't start good and has not gotten better. We think that these are good places to start, but we live in an age of information. Do your own research. If the spirit moves you, find somewhere to give your time closer to home, because there are people closer than you think who can use some help and mutual aid. Just find some way to give your energy to the civil rights movement, because building a better future is everybody's responsibility. Making sure that we get there together is everybody's fight. And we do so by battling white supremacy wherever we find it. Globally, locally, and within ourselves. We're gonna go to a break real quick. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, do whatever self-care is important to you, and we will catch you back here after 3 minutes of ads. We have no stance on you using ad blockers. See you after that. Hey, we're back.
Hey. I have barbecue chips.
They're really good barbecue chips, Tim. May I have some of those?
Mm-hmm. Hope everyone's doing all right.
taking a little bit of a breath after the rough first half.
So Divine lets out a little snicker and stage whispers to him in response. I think this is the Arcade Blitz. It's charming, I suppose. This is my stage whisper. Quaint in a way. Likely popular with the kiddies.
So are you going to take the whole villain team?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's alright. A slightly unshaven teammate smirks while rolling his eyes. That'd be Coda, supposedly the brains of the team.
The machine calls itself Coda.
Now, Divine, we're here to have fun and play nice. Let us not be rude and stuff to the local yokels. But I ignore those three. Because there's one more who has my complete and undivided attention.
The hot one with the bondage harness made outfit and the reflective glasses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind. Well, are we not going to talk about the fourth person?
Are we not going to talk, or was that like the fill-in for what we for what they assumed the? No, because those choices don't exist for Bulldozer when we created them.
That's weird.
Okay, cool.
Team, chill.
No, I already did Bulldozer.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Team, chill. We're here to say hello to Banui's new team. Banui's Nui. Banui.
You can get there.
Banui team.
You can get there.
Banui's Banui team.
There you go.
So play nice. They're a bit riled up because we just absolutely crushed them in an online tourney. So we wanted to come out and celebrate with you. You wanted to celebrate your win with me? Don't forget, we're also celebrating your acceptance onto this team too. Look at all of you, you're so cute. How did you know where I was? I haven't even had the chance to tell you. Did you forget that Hangy Pals Go automatically checks in wherever you go? You really have got to stop signing up for random websites without reading this list.
We do, though.
Uh-huh. Team pay to win seems terrible. I hate them.
I would like to have grilled the cheese.
Does sound good.
It does sound good.
Normally, you're happy to see your friend Bulldozer, but your face is all scunched up. What's the matter? I'm glad, really, but... My eyes dart over to the rest of Bulldozer's team. They've all wandered off around the arcade, laughing and making rude gestures towards the small collection of games. Are they flipping off? They're
flipping off Bomb Man? How dare you? Bomb Man is an icon. Are you going to give the finger to rival colleges?
Why'd you bring them? Oh, they're harmless.
They are not.
Bulldozer waves it off like it's nothing. Sure, they talk a big game, but they're pretty chill. And from all over the arcade, I can see the other team splitting up, looking to hassle my new friends. Certainly plenty of hassle to go around. Oh. Okay, so maybe they're a little overexcited. Let me see if I can do anything about this. We can catch up later. Bulldozer smiles, looking me in the eyes before turning around and leaving me where I stand. Immediately, the tension in the arcade jacks up to a ridiculous degree. Clearly, more than 3.6 Roentgens? I don't know this reference.
I don't either.
Of an unstable nuclear situation. Not great, not terrible.
They're flipping off the video games. They're making sex gestures at them as well.
Yes, definitely.
What's a sex gesture?
I don't know, like...
That's finger guns.
Okay, then.
I've had some success using that technique, but I wouldn't call it universally a sex gesture. You're putting both thumbs up like the Buddy Christ.
Yep, that's a sex gesture, right?
It is, yes. Not necessarily in America. But there are places where that means stick it up your ass. I know that because I have to hear about it literally every fucking time I take training at my work.
Uh-huh.
They make me do training every year at my work, even though I do not interact with consumers literally at all in any way.
Mm-hmm. This is the sexist gesture.
This is the sexist gesture, the one that's birds.
Yep.
The one where you make a bird with your hand and flap it at them.
Yep.
Okay.
Rengens, their unit for measuring radiation. Oh, I thought it was going to be like a pop culture reference. Oh, thank you for that.
Is that the banana scale?
Banana scale.
Yeah.
Because bananas are radioactive?
Well, bananas are particularly good at holding radiation inside of them.
Oh.
Like milk.
Huh.
Yeah.
Team Pay to Win are quickly finding various... Like, I can't even say play to win naturally. Finding various ways to cause trouble, antagonizing my new friends, messing with the games. The easiest thing to do would to avoid all this drama and stay on the sidelines, but that's not what friends do. Even if I'm a relatively new friend, less than a day old, I should step in and help where I can. But Nui, let me help. How can a phone app help with playground bullies? I'm keeping my microphone input open and echolocating any trouble you may find around the place. Check out your map and a plate. They just really wanna give us an in-universe reason why we get these maps, huh?
It's not the banana thing, but you could measure bananas with a radiation unit. Also, it's the potassium in bananas that's slightly radioactive.
But I don't think you're...
Oh, sorry.
But I don't think you're going to be able to visit everyone before things boil over. Right. Prioritize. Got it. What's happening right now? See, I'm annoyed because now I'm certain that every time I clicked on Jinx, it's going to get super ableist again.
Yeah.
Jinx and Domino, Rhapsody and Zapper, and Grace and Loxley.
And then, Dozer is up at the top left.
Mm-hmm. There's still only 3 of them here.
Yeah, right?
Maybe they forgot to remove a placeholder.
They had that whole
drawing.
bondage made.
Uh-huh. Maybe they forgot to remove a placeholder image.
Banana equivalent exposure is an informal unit of measurement of ionizing radiation exposure, intended as a general educational example to compare a dose of radioactivity to the dose one is exposed to by eating one average-sized banana.
Excellent.
Oh.
I'm glad these things exist.
I had that the wrong way around.
I think they did they did put the 2 disabled people together right there. Like, intentionally. Got severe depression and whatever happened to her leg.
It sits on the spinal column.
Right.
I do not.
My brain did not remember that because I was angry.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't remember what the condition was called at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I want to click here to see if it keeps being awful.
I think that because the person isn't actively intending to bully these people, that there's going to be a not zero amount of horseshit in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just pull the Band-Aid off?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Let's see if they can save this thing. Over on the far side of the arcade, I spot Jinx loitering near her beloved Fast Car 7 game, shifting from foot to foot, legs clearly getting tired quickly. As for why she isn't comfortably seated behind the wheel and blasting around the corners at unsafe speeds, well, one of Team P2W players is sitting in her seat, lazily cruising through the turns with one perfectly manicured hand on the wheel. In fact, when I walk up to chat with Jinx, the Patwooer is the one to actually greet me first. Sorry, no autographs right now. I'm totally killing it at this game. I was not planning on asking for one, no. Ah, great. I appreciate that, you know. So many of my adoring fans just won't give me any space or privacy. That's always, oh, I love your streams, Divine, or can I have a hug, Divine, or will you sign my leg, Divine? Ugh, people can be so gross.
Nobody here wants their leg autographed. Look, I scheduled an online game with a friend coming up soon, so if you want to wrap up your race so I can get a turn.
Oh, sorry. Arcade rules, honey. Winner stays on, and I am winning.
Come on.
Only because I modded the game to have weak AI so I can focus on improving my time trials. And you're in my seat.
Don't see your name on it, honey. Perfectly good seat right next to this one, too. See? Play on that one.
You're in the only one with hand controls. I literally can't use the other.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Not my fault, you're... Okay. Again, you can't do the thing ironically without just doing the thing. Well, let's see how the next few text boxes go. Uh-oh, Jinx's eyelid just started twitching, and I think she's biting her lip hard enough to draw blood. You know, if someone said that to me specifically, I'd think it was hilarious because it's so fucking cartoonish and not a realistic view of what daily the ableism looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Look, be a darling and fetch me some water or something, okay? I'll be here for some time. Jinx's grip on her walking cane tightens. Her walking cane. I've never heard that term. To the point where I swear I can hear bones creak. But oddly, she backs down.
Is the head a Skeksis?
It's either that or it's the Soul Blade.
It might be the Soul Blade. Damn it.
I drop to a whisper, low enough to not be heard over the digital revs of a digital car engine. Can't you just kick her off? It's your game. You've got priority.
Want to, believe me, but that's not the way arcades work. Winner stays on, others quarter up and wait. Besides, Ben and Matt on the game, not me.
Okay, so get Ben and Matt to come over here and boot her off the thing.
They're distracted.
100% of the time, yes.
Smash cut 2.
I look around for Ben and Matt, owners of this privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures. Who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines spewing out rich, creamy soap all over the floor.
Well, I'd call this a mess, but it's sort of the elemental opposite of messy.
Maybe we could throw a foam party and call it a new selling point.
Ah, I see.
I could beat her.
I nearly jump when the wallflower makes its presence felt.
I'll race against her. I don't need hand controls. I can use the second player seat. If I beat her, she can't stay on the game. Since when are you a racer?
This can't possibly end badly.
I'm a survivor. I'm pretty sure keeping a ton of virtual metal from flying over the guardrail of a mountain pass is a lot like playing a shmup.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. It's a long shot. Or we could just convince her to bail. Don't ask me how. Other than breaking her legs, which is where I'd want to start, personally. If we don't play it cool, we risk making the situation with all these P2W toadies more volatile than it already is.
Ugh.
Not worth. My race against Naomi, I'll just have to wait. She's pretty busy, but I can reschedule for later.
It's the adult thing to do. Don't selfishly boot a player off your favorite game, just adapt your own plans and move on. But whoever said I was an adult? I want to support Team GCF, my new friends. How do we make this happen?
Jinx, I've got an idea for how to publicly shame a celeb streamer for taking your seat. Domino, you're up. Put her in her rearview mirror and cross that finish line. You can do this. Screw this, I'll just unplug the game.
So public shaming is only good
Yes.
if someone's doing hate crime shit.
Yeah.
And slurs and things. If this is just some minor thing, since we don't know a thing about her, then that's not going to help anything. Just want to unplug the game.
Yeah. That seems like a perfectly valid response.
Mm-hmm. Why dance around this? It's more or less our arcade. We run this show, and we don't need to avoid bruising any P2W egos. Of course, it will make Matt and... About his name?
Ben.
Matt and Ben. Which is funny because there are two other members of Lure named Ben and Matt. Well, there's a couple named each of those things. Alright, so yeah, Matt and Ben will probably not be too happy about it, and they'll chatter amongst themselves for a few paragraphs before saying anything to me. So I yank the plug. Instantly, the screen of Fast Car 7 blinks off, all the flashing lights and attractive glowing bits of the cabinet going dark along with it. What the...
Oh, how clumsy of me. My apologies. Can I refund your single quarter, ma'am? We asked you politely to let her play, and you declined to be polite in turn. Game's over. Time to move along.
First one?
That is very much your response. Mine is much more the second, but this is you, so go ahead and slap it.
Alright. Oh no, I seem to have tripped over the cord and unplugged your game. I am a clumsy, clumsy buffoon. Let me make it up to you, Miss Divine. How much did you spend? What, like 25 cents? Maybe I can find some in my pockets. Obviously, she doesn't buy it, given I made zero real effort at my sales pitch. What an unbelievably petty individual. Honestly, about what I expected out of some rinky-dink laundromat arcade. Low-class players with low-class attitudes.
So you aren't seeing at home Katie wildly shaking her head back and forth to go along with the performance, and it's lovely. And I want you all to know that.
Fine. You want to play this game so badly? Go ahead. I've far more important uses of my time than dealing with the likes of you. In a huff, Divine grabs her things and storms off. Also, we have corrupted the operating system and we'll have to do a repair.
Not bad at all.
Simple and direct. Not bad at all. Might be hell to pay later for directly antagonizing her, but whatever. Excuse me, got an online race to attend.
That's curious.
Remind me never to get into a messy divorce with you. You probably chop everything we own in half with a katana now.
Why's that?
You're a real cleave the Gordian knot sort of person, aren't you? Hey, I'm not booping. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not booping around out here. I take care of business, period.
Chili dogs!
Just doing what I can to stand up for my friends. Simple enough. Seemed like the right thing to do at the time. Hopefully it won't cause problems.
Definitely one of the bottom two.
You don't like I'm not fucking around out here?
No, because you said it in the Sonic voice.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to match the voice reads to the, character archetype. Should I stop doing that?
No, it's cool.
Okay.
That's good.
Because it's going to be Sonic every time, is the thing.
It's fine. I usually don't like those choices.
That's fair.
I forgot to turn on my proper fucking preview on my phone.
Oh.
Regardless, we're like 5 hours into streaming total and no dropped frames.
Broadcast you were watching has ended.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Andy played Deliver Us Mars earlier.
It's true. You can watch the VOD.
I bet that game isn't about space trauma.
Here we go. Alright. Alright, now we got it.
It's a going. It's a go. I like just doing what I can to stand up for my friend. I fight for my friends.
Were I the boss in this situation, were I in charge, this is the one I would say.
Okay.
But being the new person, definitely this one.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind putting myself on the line like that. I wasn't going to let Divine stop me from helping my friends.
It's curious, because we've been friends now for, what, a few hours? And you're saying you'd go to the end of the line for us?
Well, yeah, that's what friends are for, right?
Really? I wasn't getting a super compassionate power of friendship vibe from you before, but Hey, if you say so.
Thanks.
Glad you're on our side then. Thanks for the assist. Right. Price is over. I'm gonna going back to lurking just outside the mayhem if you don't mind. Who's doing it?
Messier than I'd hoped, but things worked out all the same. I mean, I don't know what you were hoping for if we wanted it to be less messy than that. It was just literally she snipes back and storms off, and nothing else bad happened.
Oh no, I hurt a shithead's feelings.
Hopefully my next encounter will be a tad cleaner, it won't. Okay, where am I going next? Alright, so we got Rhapsody and Zapper, and we got Grace and Locks.
And we have Bulldozer still. So we have three, you can see up there at the top right, we've got 3 time things. We've used 1. We have 2 more, so we can do 2 of these.
Okay. I would like these 2. I'm more interested in these characters.
Okay, rather than Rob and Grace being hit by...
I like Grace and Rob, but I like Rhapsody and Zapper more.
Okay.
And I want to see what the character who's barely been in the game is up to.
I also like Rhapsody and Zapper.
Off to one side in the laundry zone. The laundry zone! Away from Ben and Matt's Bubble Bonanza.
Bonanza?
Bubble Bonanza?
Yeah. You remember that game on the NES?
You mean Bubble Bath Babes?
No, yeah, it was Bubble Bonanza, the one where the women are naked at the bottom of the screen.
Isn't that Bubble Bath Babes?
No, it's Bubble Bonanza, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you.
Okay.
Off to one side in the laundry zone, away from Ben and Matt's Bubble Bonanza. It's taken me this long to realize they're talking about the disaster.
Yeah. What did you picture happening?
I don't know. I thought they were referring to something in the pizzeria.
Okay.
I was like, what, do they sell bubble tea? I wasn't informed.
Was there some sort of problem with all the pizza crust that gave them way too many crust bubbles?
Ooh. They could sell those as arrow crusts.
Yes.
I spot a small gathering, Rhapsody and Zapper, as well as Coda from Team Patois.
Don't mind if I patois.
Weren't you a member of P2W for like a very short time? I guess you only stayed up on the metagame when you actually had a good team. Everyone knows Tomokaze is headed for Nerf City. It's patently obvious. She's way too flexible, which makes her too powerful. Nearly every major FOD 2 team runs at least one, if not several, Tomokaze specialists, making the meta so predictable it hurts. Once they nerf her, she'll be good as gone from the game.
It's a viable tactic.
There's always going to be a place for a middle-of-the-road character like Tomokaze. She's a solid pick. Individually, she's not that powerful, but paired is where her true power shines. She's easy for new players to pick up and play. That's called a foo strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from a video series I no longer endorse.
Mm-hmm. I am looking for my gas bills because I have some pain. Otherwise explain. They should be in here. They're not though.
Is that the blue one underneath the pill
No,
box?
that's Unison.
Okay.
I literally reorganized my medication cabinet. I need to check. Oh, that's annoying. For this?
No.
No, it's
That's nothing.
yeah, it's a over-the-counter bottle. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Hurrah. Would you
Alright.
like some water? I have some water.
Yes, please. Thank you, love.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see that working out.
So, no, I don't think they will change her dramatically anytime soon.
They just both said opposite things and acted like they were talking about the same thing. It was like, she's too overpowered. And they're like, well, I know that they're not that powerful, but...
No, she's saying, they're saying that Tomokaze isn't overpowered. That they're just, it's that they're just easy as a pick up and play character, and that they actually like need support to be good.
Like Hanzo.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they look good all the time, the fact that they're the game probably won't go into this, but like when a character like that is good all the time, it's because that they're used to seeing teams that are purposefully combining to do that, and so they don't have a good like viewing. That's why Overwatch sucks. Is because they're making decisions based on a high level play that isn't even real. Sorry.
Who cares about noobs? FOD 2 needs to retrain the core player base and satisfy the demands of the players. Oh, he's just literally everyone on the Overwatch forums.
Oh, good.
The competitive seed can't grow with such an obvious main trick, as I'm gonna make him just sound wheedlier and wheedlier.
Yeah.
At the heart of the metagame, Tomokaze has to go. You're a fool for not seeing that, a flunked out fool. What's wrong with you?
That's correct. That's what those words say.
Yup.
Oh, thank RNGesus. It's been. We talk some sense into these two, okay?
This sucks.
All this metagame yammering is so boring. Boring and pointless. It's like a comment section brought to life.
Yep.
Who cares what characters are in or out of the game and who gets buffed or nerfed? Who cares what the future may bring? Just play the dang game we've actually got and have fun with it.
Fun? I'm in play to win! Not an elementary school computer club! He's gonna explode. You can't win without a plan! And Tomokaze wrecks every plan we have! She's literally easy mode!
Nah.
You can't just remove Tomokaze. Think of how that will impact the game. All we'll have are characters that are too difficult to learn, which will drive new players away. And new players grow the competitive scene, not character removal.
Whatever, fool!
All this theory crafting is making my brain leak out of my ears. All I hear is slosh, slosh, slosh.
Ah, so it's a debate about FOD 2 nerd stuff. Still, if I can step in and close this down, that's one less flashpoint of conflict going down in the arcade.
RNGesus, yeah.
Fun, and not if Square Enix has anything to say about it. They've closed down, just Square Enix has closed down, what, like 5 fucking live service games, most of which were, or all of which were under 3 years old, and a couple of which were under a year old.
So, Rhapsody's right. A simple and flexible character at the heart of the game is important. They're your Ken or Ryu. Zapper's right. Quit dwelling on forums predicting the future and just enjoy the game we've got. That's also correct. I'm sorry, did you seriously just resort to insults, Coda? How is that helping?
Well, let's be messy.
There's a sort of person who uses the term ad hoc attacks. Without, like, realizing what that means. Anyway.
And that is Coda, and somewhat our main character. Okay, enough. Can we please ratchet down the testosterone a bit and talk about rational actors here? You want to talk about metagame? I'm down, but there's a difference between discourse and flame wars. You're edging into the danger zone. So settle down, edgelords, and let's chat. Wonderful, the last refuge of someone without a single good thought in their head, playing the tone police.
Maybe shut the fuck up.
You're the reason perfectly good discussions on FOD 2 forums get shut down because someone steps in and whines about their feelings getting hurt. I think we hurt his feelings.
Oh, yeah. So you'd rather I insult you while I make my points? Would that make you comfy? Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Be an adult, please. Okay, I'm done. There's no sense continuing this conversation.
So, like, if this is realistic, none of these are going to have.
None of these are going to work.
He's gonna shit all over the board and act like he's won no matter what we do.
Yeah.
So let's just do the meanest one.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay, let's bring things down to your level then. Look, I can even mock you without resorting to swearing. How about Tomokaze belongs in the meta for valid reasons, you chundering tumblefart. Okay.
None of them are swears.
I like that.
My terrible robot son would be proud.
Chundering tumblefart. That's actually really good.
Do I have tumble in the verb list for GI bot?
I don't think so.
I need to put it in there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe your insistence that new players don't belong in this community is pure gatekeeping, you woeful son of a one-eyed motherless goat. Wait, I've got it! Your attitude is part of the reason we have a problem with toxicity in FOD 2, you misaligned motorized artificial insemination assistant.
What?
Okay, can't win them all.
Ellipses.
Definitely not realistically written. And Rhapsody tries to stifle a giggle as Coda turns 11 shades of purple.
I have no idea what half of that meant, and I still feel like I need to wash your mouth out with soap. Well, what do you say, Coda? Got a witty retort?
Yeah, well, boop you! With that, he stomps off, eager to be done with us entirely.
Let's get messy. Not exactly how I envisioned ending this discussion, but I guess you're right. It wasn't really going anywhere. But happy to watch him leave. I should go too. There's a stream I'm wanting to catch.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that I have to do all of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just glad to see that little twit put in his place. Good work, Banui.
I should probably get out of here as well before he comes back with a head full of steam and more points to make.
And another fucking thing.
Okay, where am I going next? Let's go see Bulldozer.
I think my rival and I need to have some words about this mess.
Amidst all the surrounding chaos, I somehow managed to find Bulldozer, which is great because this is all their fault. Bulldozer, apparently enjoying a nice sit-down, is actively ignoring the pandemonium. I approach. What's the deal, Bulldozer? Like, seriously? Bulldozer looks at me pleadingly, their frown all too telling that they're not thrilled about the situation either. My hands are tied, Banui. I honestly didn't expect this. You know I wouldn't purposely put you or your friends in this position. So then do something about it. Make them stop. It's not as simple as that. Yeah, it is. You just walk over there and say, "Hey, dirtbags, stop being dirtbags," and they stop. I clap my hands together, a job done, which makes Bulldozer chuckle under their breath. I wish it were that easy, but there's one of me and 3 of them, and also a 4th person who apparently doesn't exist.
Just vanished into the goddamn ether.
Don't forget me. I got your back. Still, 2 against 3 is hardly a fair fight. 3 and a ghost is hardly a fair fight. Okay, so I get Rhapsody, and then it's 3 on 3. Let's bust some ass.
What? No, that's not how you say that.
I've never heard
"let's bust some ass"
before.
I think that means farting.
I think so too. As much as I'd like to go all vigilante justice, that's my team. Reluctantly, Bulldozer lets the smile fade from their lips. I just can't. We train together. They teach me things, and already I've seen an improvement in my game. And take the money and run. We live together. I can't risk causing a great divide in the house, not when everything else is fine. I'm sorry. What if it had been me? What if I was put into a house with people who are trash humans but nice to me? I can safely say that's never happened to me. People are nice to me.
I'm nice to you.
You're nice to me, but you're not trash people.
Thank you, I try. It's been a long road.
Getting from there to here.
I used to like Carlos Mencia.
Oof.
Yeah. While I might not agree with you, I can understand your feelings. I'm not buying it. You can do something about it.
Hey, chili dog!
You
Sorry,
have
that
to
was
stop.
actually not that bad.
I get it. It's not an easy position to be in.
I feel like this is good, and this is, for a star, also good.
Yeah. I would rather the star one over both of these.
Okay.
I would rather not have a weenie option, and these other two are sort of weenie options.
Okay. Nah, there is always something you can do, Bulldozer, even if it means putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Although I'm thinking about it, and they are the only black person on the team, which would put them in an even more uncomfortable position.
That's true.
I sigh, frustrated by the situation. This sucks. This really sucks. I know, honestly, I'm just doing what I can, which I know isn't much, but it's what I have to do to be a part of this team. I think about all the things I've learned about P2W recently, and about the things I already knew. I guess, as long as you're happy being with them.
Thank you, Freya. I'm not a trash person, I'm a robot person.
That's very true. There's an uncomfortably long pause, in which the voice actors stopped and responded to a chat comment. Bulldozer looks out past me, past everything, crestfallen. I can tell Bulldozer is struggling with a response, which is completely abnormal for them. I would have expected some sort of sassy quip at this point. You are happy, right? Yeah, I am. How could I not be? We're headed right to the top. We'll be in the championship before you can even blink, Banui. It's what I've always dreamed of. It's what we've always dreamed of. You remember our promise, right? And at the end, we're gonna have to make the decision whether to beat him or not.
You remember our promise back then when we sat on the edge of a really tall thing?
With soft music playing in the background, with or without ice cream. A dust of pink covers Bulldozer's cheeks, and I can't help but feel my own cheeks mirror the sentiment. Of course, how could I forget? You're meeting me in the finals, no matter what. Oh, I thought you meant the thing about marriage.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Oh,
sorry.
this is shonen. That's fine.
And this is way more important. Don't worry. I thought it was just a silly notion. A joke among many others. I didn't realize Bulldozer had taken it this seriously. Good, because I won't lose to you. Me neither. I won't lose to me ever. Ha, I've seen your group. You're gonna have to train real hard to take me out. As I'm formulating a really clever remark, I hear a crash in the distance. Bulldozer looks at me, confused. That doesn't sound good. Not one bit. We'll finish this later. Bulldozer simply nods as I rush off. Was it Blitz suplexing the arcade cabinet?
Oh,
I guess
no,
it'll be a washing machine.
Well, they're in the pizza side.
Oh, the pizza then.
Suplex a pizza.
Yep.
That's Pat Gill?
I think so.
Okay.
It's getting late. How long are we going to have... Yeah, pizza suplex. It's getting late. How long are we going to have to deal with Team Pay to Win squatting in our clubhouse anyway?
Oh, it's 11:01.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
So
I just accidentally paused it.
I think we can get to the end of this sequence.
Okay.
Because this is the last of our time segments, and then we're going to see what happened because we didn't deal with Blitz.
Sounds good to me. I'm
And-
certain he suplexed something.
I also believe that, and then they're going to do a... Well, it'll be like a chapter break.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, things stay quiet for a few minutes. I needed time for a breather anyway. I can't believe this is the team I wanted to join this morning. It made sense. Pay to Win are at the top of the esports mountain. Wow, that sounds very, very much like real life when I say it that way.
Uh-huh.
But wow, are they awful people. Beep beep, Banui. I'm detecting a buildup of social tension. Please follow the indicator on your map. Oh great, now what? Over in the arcade, around the FOD 2 machine itself, Play to Win squares off against... Patois scares off against Gukov. Golkov. There we go. Both sides finally having enough of this mess. don't even know why we came to this pathetic little arcade in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
Just a prissy little celebrity loser who thinks her follower count is a metric of awesomeness.
Bunch of little fragile snowflakes can't even take a
Complete waste of time acting all high and mighty when you're...
simply don't understand how the game is meant to be played, and with that attitude, you never will.
Was just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to...
Hell no.
Leave Grace alone, you booping loser.
Is this really all necessary? Can't we just drop it? This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it. Or at least refocus all the aggression into me.
Bulldozer, we'll play a friendly match of FOD2 and then everyone calls it a day, okay? That's it. That's it! If we're gonna fight, we fight! Bulldozer, you, me, FOD2, let's do this! If we're done shouting, can we please focus on what we all do best and just play some FOD2, please?
This seems like the correct decision.
Yeah.
People, this isn't helping anything. Look, we all love Fist of Discomfort Ladue, right? So let's focus our energies there. We'll have a friendly match and then everybody goes home. Okay? Enough fighting IRL. We compete honestly as gamers and then agree to go our separate ways. Fine. I'm done dealing with this crap hole arcade. Fine! I thought I had gotten into the voice, and then I started talking, and I hadn't gotten into the voice.
Yeah.
I'm done dealing with this crap hole arcade anyway. One match for bragging rights, and we're done here. Bulldozer steps forward from the rest of P2W, welcoming the competition. Coda will join me against you and one of your teammates. Fair? We'll see what team rules and which team drools once and for all. I wasn't planning on raising the emotional stakes of this fight, but that old urge to win, to prove myself, it's rising!
Urge to win, rising.
A win over Team Patois would do a lot for morale. It'd do a lot for our image. It could be the springboard we need into our future. Into the sea. Great, let's do this. I ignore Coda's snickering guffaws, which are better than guffawing snickers, as I pull my keyboard out again, jamming the USB plug into the game. Hot. I have to stay focused. Bulldozer confidently steps up to the built-in joystick. They keep making sure to mention that it is the built-in joystick they're using.
Yeah.
While Coda digs out a portable biofeedback USB joystick. What the fuck is a biofeedback USB joystick?
It means it spits on you when you do bad. It's a kink device, I think.
Plugging the fancy glowing blue controller in. What the fuck?
Are you okay?
I want to know what a biofeedback USB joystick was supposed to be.
I think that just means it has rumble.
But that's not biofeedback.
Biological feedback, you have to use your mouth.
All three of us are ready to go. Maybe it's got rumble, but it's made out of flesh.
Rumble.
But we need a fourth, a partner I can rely on. 2v2, that's the rule of the two. Who do I want to call upon for this decisive fight?
This divisive sight.
My vote's on Zapper.
Yeah, okay.
Locked and loaded, Zapper?
Locked, loaded, and ready to open fire. Let's be awesome together.
Woo-woo! That's what we do all the time.
Yeah.
The four of us step
We
up.
set so much stuff on fire.
The four of us step up to FOD 2, ready to kick some ass. And that's when I realize my folly. Bulldozer knows all my moves. I know all of their moves too, but this is basically a coin toss. Nobody likes 50-50 odds when they can do better. If I start out in the same lane as Bulldozer, moving Zapper to tango with Coda. This could go badly. So I switch positions, whispering to Zapper as the game loads and the match begins. Psst, you take out Bulldozer. They like to use specials early and attacks in the late game. And Coda focuses almost entirely on defense, so I'll try to counterplay that with specials. Got it? A brief nod of understanding from Zapper, and Team Patois versus Team Goof begins.
I need you to choose house. It's so many it's so many guttural. It's so much gluteus.
Maybe it can be Guiji.
Guiji, sure, Team Guiji.
Win or lose, I need to give it my all. Even if I really, really want to win this, I have to focus on the fight and the fight alone for the sake of my dreams. Hey, they're not silhouettes. They're actual people now.
Skip minigame, win the match. Skip minigame, lose the match. Or choose to play minigame.
We actually do have the option if we want to.
Yeah.
Let's win this one.
Sure, you want to send them home packing?
Hell yeah, I do.
Absolutely break their shit.
Ba-da-da-da. We won? We won! We won a match over the best team in the nation! They didn't have their scripts, you see. Hey, yo! All those old instincts come rushing in, the thrill and satisfaction of victory. Beating pay to win feels good. It feels damn good.
And that is how Boop gets done. Suck it, pay to win losers.
That was a close one, Banui. Had my heart pounding, see? My hands are still shaking. I love that rush. I gotta admit, that was a lot of fun. Just like old days when we'd run into each other on the ladder, huh? But Coda's a bit less sporting about the loss. I call hacks. They have to be cheating. No way a bunch of laundromat losers could beat us.
There's no call for that, except your failure with dignity. Oh yeah, I used my phone to hack the game and give myself like 1,000,000 points. Learning to accept loss is an important part of emotional maturity. Man, I don't even feel like trash talking you. It's too easy.
Once again, this would not get a response out of him in real life.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it does in the video game. Mm-hmm. I've got 1,001 insults I could use, but it's just too easy. I'll save all these digs for a much more important match. Maybe next time you lose, I'll bother to grace you with my smack talk. You lost, you're done, and that's all there is to it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. Best of 3. Only way to prove that wasn't a fluke. Because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters. Well, were we cheating or was it a fluke?
Really? I saw a clean victory and now the whole internet has seen it as well.
That's right. I installed a capture card.
Oh, it's Volume. I remember Volume.
Loxley holds up his phone, playing a video he'd been secretly taking of the whole match, of Pay to Win's humiliating loss, and Coda's ranting.
A bit clickbaity, but I opted to title it Whiny Team P2W Crybaby Utterly Schooled by Local Laundromat Underdogs. Lovely, isn't it? Now the whole world knows your pedestal isn't quite so out of reach.
You little... I'm about to reply when I'm cut off. A figure who had been lurking in the background this whole time, making her presence felt.
Oh, there we go.
Are we finally going to mention that she exists
Yes.
now?
She's the coach, apparently.
Why did we not mention her in that first fucking image? That was weird.
Yeah.
And then kept referring to the team as 3 people.
When there was clearly an 4th one.
That's fucking weird. The coach for Team Pay to Win, Victoria Proud, formerly the esports star player of Valkyrie. Oh, wasn't she mentioned? I'm pretty sure someone named Valkyrie was mentioned as an esports star in the previous game.
It's possible. It's not familiar to me.
Sounds very familiar to me, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh.
I'd seen her come in with a team, but she hadn't talked to anyone since arriving. Quiet like death. Watching and waiting. Now she glowers at Coda and Bulldozer, extremely unhappy with the results, her frown causing Coda to shift nervously. Coach, I just meant that... She holds up a finger to her lips, silencing him. Then, in a turn of eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her two players, her finger eventually lingers on Coda.
Coda, you're fired.
Nice. What? But this whole mess is thanks to Bulldozer. They wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaints, which stops in mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
Yeah, you're getting fired for being a wiener. She sighs grudgingly whilst crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled.
Not only are you fired, your non-compete clause means you're not joining any other teams. Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted. Be happy I'm not doing anything else.
I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further.
Okay, so like her jacket, she's been holding it over her shoulder like this whole time.
Yeah.
But now her hands down around her like lower part, and the jacket's just sort of like...
Yeah, it's just a half cape, apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
Coda stands there in total disbelief as the other members of his team edge away from him, as if he suddenly caught a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Coda slinks away to a corner of the arcade. With Coda out of the picture, the coach redirects her attention to me? I gulp, and hopefully not too audibly.
As for you, congratulations on your victory. Clearly, you've earned it. But I wouldn't
Hey, Bad Road.
Celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt, but take my advice and be content with what you have.
Gonna be coming back to Coda later is a good joke.
She nods and I'm confused. Did she just give me a nod of respect? She twirls her fingers in the air, and the rest of Team Patois follows her out. Even Coda, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won. We beat the best team in the nation simply by being who we are and working together. If we can accomplish this, we can avoid becoming a group of jerks like Team Patois. This could be the start of something great. Maybe Iris is right. Maybe through Team Guiji, I can find victory and be at peace with myself. In that moment, I also see all of their eyes on me, hope restored, and a newly found yearning in their gaze. Maybe I thought we were their gaze.
I mean, they're all also their gaze.
Meanwhile, if I'm true to myself, to who I am as a person, well, maybe I could reach them. I could just convince Team Guiji of that. Beep beep. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits.
Which are apparently hearts and
smiley face
and comedy. I know I'm the newcomer, but together you're an unbeatable circle of friends. Together we could win. You call yourselves casuals? Heck no. You're arcade kaiju, and your hour is nigh.
Definitely that.
We are missing the gutsy and balanced options, which are, today is proof we can make something big of Team Guiji. We can conquer the Pro Tour. It's destiny. Or, we just humiliated Team P2W. That's a perfect starting position for a serious Pro Tour run. Yeah.
Know what I see when I look at Team Guiji? Only the finest rubber monsters to ever step on Tokyo. You're walking monster gods! I mean, did you somehow miss that we just whooped Team Patois' ass? That team of so-called casuals can manage that? I say we ride this wave straight into the FOD 2 Pro Tour itself. This is the time. If we strike out now, how far can we get? Who knows? Let's find out!
Let's introduce a little anarchy. It's true. Castles will be talking about the incident with Patois for some time. If we want to make bank off this, we need to act fast. Oh, you know I'm ready to go. Just say the word and I'll be off like a bullet. You know what? This is chaos, but it's my kind of chaos. I'd love to see where it goes, too. I'm in.
Team Patouilles, yes.
I'm not sure I want to ride to fame on the back of a clickbait video. But suppose it couldn't hurt to try. Okay. Well, if Jinx is interested, I'll go along with it, too. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually win some matches. And where grace goes, I shall follow, to the very gates of hell itself.
Jinx grinds her teeth a bit at that. Guessing she doesn't particularly like Loxley's night complex concerning Grace. Aw, they both have crushes on her.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Crush wins.
It's happening! It's happening! My dream. My dream's a victory! I found a team willing to go all the way. I've done it. Iris was right. This is where I need to be.
Hold it. One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something resembling a competitive, professional esports crew?
Yes, that is the thing that I said.
Okay. Then you are the one responsible for making that happen. You're a new manager.
What?
I thought Rhapsody was the manager? Never had one. Never needed one. Not until now.
I think Rhapsody is the manager of the arcade, rather than the team.
Sounds good here.
You want us to take this seriously, we'll need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, make travel arrangements, find sponsors. And since you're so gung-ho about this, that means it's you.
Of course.
Yes, of course. It makes sense. I'm sure you do a great job as team manager. Maybe you could even find a better name for us than Team GCF.
Well, we have been calling it Team Guiji for about 10 minutes.
We have, and I called the fucking arcade in the first game Flamingo Monium or whatever the fuck it was. So it doesn't matter what we put in those text boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goody, we have a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task, Banui. I'd sooner eat glass than take on that job. But I say we don't give Banui absolute authority. You saw how that creep who runs P2W just up and fired Coda? None of that. You don't get to access or hire anyone new.
As you wish.
Well, now I'm sure we can turn to Banui for leadership without her becoming a tyrant, after all. Six semper tyrannis, yes? That's not a thing that you should say.
Uh-huh.
That's a reference to the guy that shot Abraham Lincoln.
I think that was a threat. Yes, that is a threat.
Okay, good.
Sounds good to me.
Just a word of advice from someone who's been on the inside and alongside of esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any thanks or praise. And if anyone has a whisper of negativity, you get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. 3 cheers for manager Banui. Cheer, cheer, cheer. I'm getting excited about this. A pro tour run? Can we really do it? Wow. With someone else doing all the paperwork and heavy business lifting, I'm perfectly okay with this.
Business lifting.
Friends, to the pizzeria for only the finest and celebratory deep dish pies.
Everyone storms Ben and Matt's pizzeria, intent on scarfing down pepperoni and mozzarella by the pound. And I do not. Instead, I step out into the cool, if not entirely refreshing, air outside the building. The sun's gone down, and the neon metropolis welcomes me with open arms.
And long ago, somebody left with the cup.
Beep beep, Banui. Yeah, Iris, what's up? My GPS indicates you've left the laundromat. Shouldn't you be celebrating with your new friends? This is what you wanted, yes? A team willing to try out for the victory you've been dreaming of. A team who can help you understand your motivations behind the dream as well. It's a perfect match. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I asked you for. That's what I got. It's just, how do I put this?
I wasn't expecting to be their leader. It's a bit more responsibility than I'm prepared for. How exactly did I go from fresh-faced recruit to Grand Vizier in the span of a few hours? They're putting a lot on me, and I don't want to let them down. I'd feel awful. I'ma heck this up real bad. I'm barely able to keep myself going day to day, much less a team. Chili dogs.
Oh, yeah. I think the top one's probably the best tone.
I think so, yes.
They're all the same answer, but in different tones. I didn't exactly plan on becoming the organizing manager of an entire esports team when I woke up this morning, Iris. That is a lot to ask of me. It's more than I'm prepared to handle. What if I make mistakes? Nobody's expecting you to be perfect, Banui. Not even them, but they need this. Banui, there's another reason why I led you here. Led you to them. They need someone who can unify them, give them a common cause. Without that, I'm afraid they might grow distant and lose their friendships. Iris has had a bit of a redesign between games, which was actually explained in the first game.
Yeah.
With each installation looking different.
Yeah, and they are showing her with they're showing her full body now, as opposed to like before when she was just like a bust shot on a phone screen.
Yeah. The purpose of an Iris originally was simply to obey commands and provide the best possible service. Just an app, really. But now, I've chosen my own purpose, and that's to be truly helpful, to help those in need, and bolster the human spirit. You need them and they need you. Sure, you'll make mistakes, and they'll make mistakes, but that's normal. That's human, and it's beautiful. Also, someone's approaching, so I hope you're ready to begin down this road. Huh? Iris winks out with a literal wink as I look up to see someone rounding the corner into the alley.
Oh, hello.
Nui, why are you out here? Did we scare you off? I know my frighteningly excellent expertise at FOD2 can be intimidating.
No, it's not you or the rest of the team. But I am kind of spooked by all of this. Being a manager, having all this responsibility? What if I'm not ready?
I get it. It's a lot to take on, what we've hoisted off on you. But honestly, it's what they need. It's what we need. I've been looking after this team for a while, and I've never seen them react the way they did when you were with them. They all came together in celebration. Myself included. It's been so long since I felt that excitement, the heart palpitations, the want to go in 100%, the craving to win and dominate. And with you taking charge of everything, I was able to push my hesitations aside.
Rhapsody takes a long breath in, reflecting on their own words. And I can't help but also reflect that both Iris and Rhapsody told me the team needs me.
I promise, you're in the right place.
An alley? How is an alley the right place for me to be in? Is this all part of your death trap?
No, silly, an arcade. Not just any arcade, this arcade. It's so much more than just a simple place to play games or do laundry or eat pizza. It's the heart that makes us all beat. I came here when I was at my worst, I'd given up. But with this place and these friends, it changed everything. Good Clean Fun brought all of us here for one reason or another, just like it brought you here. I know you'll find what you're looking for, too. You still have doubts, as anyone would, but manager is just a fancy title bestowed upon someone whom everyone else looks up to. It might feel like the burden is only yours to bear, but you won't be alone. Not with all of us by your side.
Listen, we got this, no matter what.
They said it differently than the line down here.
Okay. I'll make sure we're all helping you in what ways we can.
Rhapsody's right.
It's true. As a team, we'll share it all. Good. I want help choosing our team's mascot uniforms and slogan. I'll need all the help I can get.
Okay, I literally just heard the Ghostbusters line right there.
Da-da-da-da. What?
It's true.
This team shares it all.
Yup. Which one do you want?
I like the top two.
Okay. This is the type of thing that I say to avoid anyone getting too close to.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with the top one.
Okay.
That's part of being a team, isn't it? The wins and the losses, the personal victories, the hardships. We'll never be alone in it. And Team Guiji has already shown me that. Every good team has someone that takes the lead, and I think with everyone's help I can do that.
I know you can. And you can always ask me for advice too, you know. I've got some experience with this group, and I know they can be tricky sometimes. Speaking of them, your new team wants to celebrate with you. We should go back and do just that. And I told everyone to send out a search party if I wasn't back in 15 minutes, so we better go in before we end up on the side of milk cartons marked as missing.
Let's not keep them waiting then.
Was that ever a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I actually don't know when they stopped. It was certainly like a very common thing where I lived in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
As I walk back inside Good Clean Fun, I see my team, my new friends rejoicing. The happiness in their faces celebrating our victory, which reminds me about my own dreams of victory. I still want to win. I still want to become the champion of FOD 2. But now, there's something more. The shared dreams of everyone at Good Clean Fun. Dreams of people like Rhapsody. I'm responsible for all their dreams now. All our dreams. But you know what? I cannot keep escalating my volume. That's okay. This is our time. And we're going to find what we need in life. Together. I think it was in 1980X. And only lasted a number of years. That they did nearly nothing besides scare children. Yeah, Amber Alerts are basically the same, too. My name is Katie Truck, also known as Banui, and I'm ready for what may come. I guess that's the end of Chapter 1. Level complete! You've cleared Level 1 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Ultimate Team Up! And look, you won a prize. You'll get one prize for every level you clear. Be sure to check the prize gallery for unlocked concept art and more. Now let's take a look at your scores. Rhapsody's inspired by you. Clearly, you're the life of the party, you goofy goof. Also, you've scored 10,550 points. Nice! Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, appearance, and so on. I can do this between every level from now on.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it is. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Sure do. And yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah. Oh good, you can make numbers go up. I like when that happens. Edward, I'm sorry to break this to you, but I think you might have to see your doctor. Because you were coming down with a case of gamers. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. We're gonna come back to this next week. We are hoping that it improves on a couple of axes.
Uh-huh.
And if it doesn't, we're going to drop it like a bad habit. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. Thanks y'all so much for joining me. I guess I gotta do the outro, huh? I'm so used to seeing the outro stream. I'm September, one of 5 people who stream on this channel, along with my lovely wife Katie, who I've been joined by, and her sisters Annie and Alice and Zoo. We stream 6 days a week here on the channel. We stream 5 days a week here on the channel. I keep forgetting that we don't do the Sunday streams anymore. So if you wanted to interact with the follow button, whatever way makes you most comfortable, you can see when we go live and all the cool stuff we do. Let us look very quickly at the schedule at schedule.truck.community. So, tomorrow is Tuesday, which is Andrea. Andrea will be playing something in the afternoon and playing Shady Part of Me in the evening. Which, that game's pretty good. That game's been fun to watch. Wednesday will be Zoo playing Steel Rising in the afternoon. Battle Run
playing Shadow Road.
Battle Run playing Shadow Road. At twitch.tv/badroad, Badroad will be playing more Shadowrun Hong Kong. And then after that, back here, Zoo will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak with me, September. Hopefully. We've had to skip the Wednesday stream for the last 3 weeks. And that's bummed me out because I have a bit to deploy. Thursday is going to be Alice playing Final Fantasy 13 in the afternoon and evening. And in between that, at twitch.tv/andemonium, Andy will be playing Deliberous Mars, which is a game about being in space. And also, your dad was a monster. So that's good. Friday, wild card stream in the afternoon, and in the evening, you, Katie, will be playing Tales of Arise from the Tales series. There's a Man in the Iron Mask thing.
Yep.
Have anything you wish to say about that?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
See what happens next. There's lots of cool owls.
There are lots of cool owls. The Saturday stream, we don't stream, but twitch.tv/xenonfiber, someone will be playing something more Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, I think. If that was certainly what was happening last week. Then was Sunday, Wandering Beekeeper at twitch.tv/Wandering Beekeeper will be playing Wildflowers, which has been a lovely game with werewolves and elves in it. Monday loops back around to us, a wildcard stream in the afternoon. Andy at twitch.tv/andemonium playing more Deliverers from Mars, and then back to us with more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. We'll see how it goes. That's the schedule. You can find that at schedule.truck.community along with links to the remainder of our stream team. I said most of them, but let's jump through it. Twitch.tv/andemonium, Bad Road, Riz Plays Games, Xenon Fiber, and Wandering Beekeeper, all great streamers worthy of your time and attention. And if you would like to see more of us, we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community, where you can catch VODs of everything we've been doing. We're getting 60-month resubs today. So we've been doing this for over 5 years. It's been a hell of a time.
6 metric years.
Six Gregorian... Wait, that's right.
6 metric years.
6 metric years. Thank you.
We've been at it as affiliates for 5 years.
Yeah.
And if you count the year to get to affiliate, that's 6 years.
Yep.
So it's seven metric years.
Yes. It's a baker's dozen.
Yep. A metric baker's dozen.
Yep. So that's it. Have I said all the things?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us.